Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the Ashley Radford and Lee Washbrook match. Starting a bit later than we did say, but hey, we're there anyway. Firstly, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Kev Smith, who beat PK earlier on, donated £50 of his winnings to Phoenix Q Sports charity. All the charity events where all money goes to will be announced by Ron himself later on in the year. Thanks, guys. Oh, and I've got two new comms in the box. I've got Cresswell and Mr. Joe Hutton in here, so I'm sure they'll give you a good rundown and the match will be a great match. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, good evening for those who have already joined the stream. Can you like and share to see how many we can get on tonight? We're looking for a record or a bumper crowd of around 500, so let's see what we can do. So let's get liking, let's get sharing. Johnny Williams, get them people liking and sharing, mate. Just because you've had a good Yarmouth. You know what I mean? Let's get them on there. 11 out of 14, you've done quite well for a change, so let's get them sharing, like and share.
Hello beautiful people, so the match should be starting fairly soon. We was just waiting on the stream to go. We'll be with you shortly. Hello young Johnny Williams, hope you're well my son, and see you in a few weeks at Yarmouth. Feels like an eternity since we crossed paths. I might see you down the summer house for the big Bilston Thursday night match, which I've been told is in 2 weeks.
So during the stream, if you've got any comments or any questions, throw them out there. We'll do our best to answer them and give you any sensible answers that we can. Obviously, I've got Joe Hutton in the commentary box, so that might not be possible. But yeah, if you've got any questions or you've got any comments, throw them out there and we'll read out as many as we can as we go.
You ready to go anyway?
Looks like they're lagging up. They're getting the balls ready to lag up. Everybody, let's get ready for this much awaited match. I know Washy stepped in at the last minute, but I'm sure he's going to give this a good go.
Who do we fancy out there, people? It'd be nice to hear your opinions.
So it looks like
I think I've got Washy's slight favourite just because of the fact that he lives on the slate.
Looks like Ashley's won the lag, I believe. Ashley's going to break first. Race to 18. It has been reduced from 21 due to the late start, but yeah, Ashley's won the lag. This should be a really enthralling encounter. Washy's not actually got his shirt, his trousers on for a change. He's got some jeans and plimsolls. We believe he was a little bit late because he went to Matalan, but yeah, he's dressed up as Mr. Matt Allen tonight. So let's see how he gets on with his casual clothes on. There will be a bit of background noise because it is quite packed in here tonight. There's quite a lot of money matches already going on. Large crowd to the left. So you will or may hear some background noise, but unfortunately we can't do anything about that. So here we go. Ashley Radford's up for the break. First off,
he's got a ball.
He's got a ball in the middle. Yeah. So
and I think he'll be taking yellows.
Yeah, if he takes that yellow by the red now, gets that out, it could. There's a dodgy yellow on the left hand side, but. It might get reds here, Joe, I think.
You could make a case for reds.
Yeah, it might get reds here. Might get reds. So whether we can create an angle to to get the one out by the black. Can he pop in the middle on the left-hand side and come off the bottom rail maybe?
It's just how he fancies it.
Early doors, he might just...
take control, get yellows and be on the
that looks like he's good. Is it?
Balls.
Yeah, he's took the easy option early doors. Trying to get some... get his cue action going. But,
I haven't actually saw Ashley play for a long time myself. I know he was under 23s world champion fair time ago. I'm not sure how old he is now, but probably talking, it's a guess, 8-10 years ago.
we're just getting the ref to check if that's a total snooker. Not sure as it is, but that was let's say a wayward snooker shot, shall we say. I think he tried to cover the bag and get the snooker, but it was quite a way off that one, unfortunately.
I wonder if Washer will try the skill shot next shot, or...
I think he'll try it, Joe, if he can sneak. I think he's a bit too... Is he a bit too high on that one? Stick that one into the middle? Can into the black, fetch it off?
Yeah, he's crashing in there. I don't think he'll be playing this gently.
No.
He balls moving.
I mean, it looks thin enough that he might knock the black down the rail, but we'll see. There we go. Oof, that was close.
It's not too bad. The black doubles.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting on that awkward red.
By the black, yeah. There ain't many bags for it to go in, but has he got the angle now to take that into the top left and stun down by the black? Or
don't forget, people, if you're just tuning in, give us a like and a share, please. Try and get as many views as we can tonight.
We had 300 for the Reggie Girl Jenks match. Let's face it, if we can get 300 for that, I'm sure we can get 300 for this. I mean, but people was on the stream till nearly 2 o'clock watching that match. So let's get some people on this match.
I think that's helped him slightly. It's just a matter of one good shot. He has got the skilly to the bottom left. He finds it hard to get on the red that's near closest to the black. Obviously, he doesn't want to play a skilly from that sort of distance, but still an option.
Yeah, he's chopping it to the middle until coming up and down. Is it off? Oof, nearly. A bit of a poo shot really from there.
That's no good to him at all.
No, should be playing that if it was that close to the top bag.
Very poor. He's not played on the table. He didn't even have a knock, so he's got to get used to the speed and at the table.
He thrashed a few balls around, but you never get in the field table after 6 or 7 balls. I think obviously with him turning up a little bit late, he was rushed into playing it, so... the speed of the table might do that for the first couple of frames, but I think he'll get used to it. And I agree with you, Joe. I think he's a slight favourite against Ashley. I've never seen Ashley play, but from what I've been told, I think Wash is a slight favourite.
There's not much. These two had a money match before. I think that was like $5 grand a man now, something like that. At Wash's Club 99, and Washy came out on top. I couldn't tell you the score, but I know it. There wasn't a great deal in it. Might have been about 25-20, something like that.
I think soon after the club was burned down, Joe. I don't know if that was anything to do with the result, but
it's still going, isn't it? 99.
Is it? What was that club that burned down then? You thinking?
That was what's his name's club? I always forget his name.
Yes, Glenn Node. Evening. Get liking and sharing, mate. Let's get the Walsall boys on. Let's get some comments flowing. You've probably been to the Walsall match today and still celebrating from the fantastic 2-0 victory, and having the first and second winning ticket on the 50-50 draw, which is fantastic. Well done, you. But yeah, let's get like and share. Let's get some people on this stream. That's a poo shot from there, isn't it? He's got to be playing that. He's got to be playing that hard. You can't be dropping that in. If you've got any sort of ambitions of going for game there, you've got to play that with a bit of conviction.
I don't know what he's actually trying, just dolling it in like that. Did he think he was coming across the face of the yellow, or...?
He must have done, or...
He's not really in any trouble here, though.
No, he's got... I mean, to be fair, though, if that don't go, he's left Washy... oh, hello, it's dropped in. But if he'd left that, the Washy would have chopped that into the bottom right-hand corner as well, look, Joe, I think.
The table looks really fast, judging on that shot.
Yeah. He just never stopped, did he?
Travelled like the last.
Never stopped. So he's got to play a shot here to get down onto a ball if he's playing it. No, he's just...
I think it's a poor shot again. He's not really put the yellow over the bag as such.
No,
He's play a shot to get on it.
he's left it away, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? It's, obviously, he's in no danger at this minute in time, but
I think Wash has got to push the boat out and try something crazy.
he's pretty good at that, Washy, to be fair. But I think he's tried to force him into potting one over the hole and putting a bit of pressure on him. But I think he's left in the top. He's left in the top bag. If he does anything other than bobble this over the top hole, I think his mind's scrambled already. To be fair, he's bobbled it over the top hole.
There's no need to push the boat out too much, is there? Especially this early in the match.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's a lot better shot over the bag now.
So other than the black, there's
Washy has got the skill shot here though. He's got the skill shot, the bottom red, and he can go around the back of the other two reds. I think he's got to play the shot because there's no other way of winning the frame.
No,
I think the skill shot's harder from the red he's looking at. And
definitely. I wouldn't want to play it off the ball by the black.
I wouldn't want to play it off either ball. It's a really hard shot, but he's just got no choice.
No, it's a plain ball shot, this one. If you'd have played
he's
it.
He's got a negative approach. I think he's just trying to block the path of the black. Ashley's got a free kick out shot here. He could pop the one over the bottom left where the red is and kick into the back of the red, and the red could develop the black slightly, but if it doesn't, the black's open to this bag anyway, and he's always got a shot with the yellow beam over the bag top right. Or he could stay negative and just wait, but I think in these rules you best off going.
That's Joe's attacking style there. That wouldn't be my shot, but no, I'll be just sneaking off, going up the top and leaving the one on the one on the far right here, just sneaking off that, leaving the white on the top rail, bouncing down into the middle of the table, totally in control. Wash is going nowhere, just leave yourself a rolling finish, try and develop the black somehow. But yeah, you know what Joe's like, he's crazy town.
I wasn't born in the 1970s like you, Kes.
No, it's different here, mate. When Pill was Pill and
Paul was fudging.
When Pill was fudging and playing the right shot instead of.
It's like I don't understand what he's doing now. What's he doing with the black?
Well,
not playing my shot. He's got work to do with his black now.
Unless he's playing the one in the top, screwing down the table, potting the one in the bottom right-hand corner, and kicking the black out that way. That's the only real shot I can see him doing. And he's still got control of the bag.
Trying to develop it off that ball.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's all right there in the sense he's opened the double up.
Yeah,
but he's still got to play a shot to get right for the double.
He's got to play to get on this, and then he's got to play to get out.
I think you've got to take the one over the hole first now and thread it back to where it is. He's got it really thin with this slight trace of left-hand side.
I don't think he's playing that shot. I think he thinks he's in control here, which obviously he quite clearly is. He ain't going to be playing that shot. I think that's too risky early doors.
You've got to go now. The red's too close for the skill shot for Washer. You can't be negative on these rules like that. Unless it can get the white to the top left-hand side of the pocket, but there's just no value in it. It's like a game of chess and you're running out of pieces.
Oh, what a great analogy. Oh, that was deep, Joe. That was deep.
Cheers, pal. That's how I see Paul these days, because I can't pot for
See, told you, that was the right shot. That was the right shot. I appreciate what you were saying, but I think that's the right shot. It's leaving the pressure on to Washy to do something, and I think he's snookered, to be fair. So what's he going to do? Come off the bottom, cush, kick the red out of the way, and leave him two easy peasies.
He'll just tap to this red, try and keep it tight.
Nah, that's poo shot.
It's not good.
Nah, his reds are dead. He can do what he wants here, really. Leaves the white on the right hand side of the table.
Screw back off the side rail, back across, and then play the double. And if you miss the double, the reds are dead, ain't they?
Yeah.
Might be able to screw straight up under the reds. Yeah, he could. He's got a free shot here to screw back into the black. Yeah. He doesn't need to play the double, judging on his angle.
I mean, he could
off the side rail and at the back side of the black.
If he's not tapped too far, he could top it through with a bit of top right, couldn't he? And flick it off that way, but he's lining up the double, so we're getting the benefit of the doubt. He's probably going for the double.
Might not be straight enough, like I said, to screw into the black.
Has he gone high enough? Yeah, gone high enough there, has he? He gone off there. There's a bit of a double kiss coming on here if he plays the double.
I think I'd be taking this top right with loads of right hand side and just get the white up there as well. I think the treble might be on, but I doubt the double is.
I can't see the double being on. I don't think you can get the white out the way there, to be honest with you. But like you said, that's a free shot. There's a free shot. Can he crumb across the face of it, maybe? But yeah, but
played the treble. It's not there.
No, and the black's going to go dead. Gives Washy a chance here to.
This is a horrible frame for him to lose with the control he's been in. He's not. I'm not saying he's lost yet. Obviously, with Washy's balls are, but Washy's now in half in the frame.
So what's the shot here, Joe? Off the cush with those right hand side and slip down, or just fetch him out?
He might be able to tap to the front one and leave him Chinese over the top of it and develop the one on the rail. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from where we're.
I mean, if the bottom red ain't sort of like touching the rail,
there's no fudge shot on, is there?
No, I wouldn't say so. No.
If he's playing the shot, I said he's got to get the.
No, that's not good.
That's no good. He's left him queuing on the white.
Yeah,
I would have tried to left him Chinese. I think.
Cross double maybe.
Yeah, I think this is on. I think he can get the cue ball out the way with how far away from the push on the black is.
He's gone for the treble. He's gone for the treble. Throws his hands up in the air as if he'd say what's happened there, but pretty shot that, to be fair with him.
This isn't a good start for Ashley.
No, not at all. I mean, you can't be. You can't be
beat
giving Washy 2 or 3 chances a frame.
In these matches, you can't beat getting your first frame on the board either. No. It can get a bit frustrating when you're not taking your chances.
Yeah, you're throwing your hands up in the air. You've sort of got a bit of a, what is happening and what is happening to me, etc., etc. But
Washy's,
hello, Washy. There you go.
Played a nice shot there.
Yeah, nice one.
Can't go wrong with that.
Very unlike Washy, but obviously he's feeling a little bit of pressure on the first frame. 9 times out of 10 he took them out.
Didn't fancy potting it with loads of running side, and you don't blame him early on.
No, I think the bag's a little bit tight on this table, to be honest with you. But
could
hello, here we go. Yeah, can't play against that. Can't play against it now. It's like playing Craig Rooker.
That is half what you can get though, not going for them when they're there.
Yeah, that's always the chance. In my opinion, he did play the right shot, but you get that. You can't legislate for that, can you? To be fair,
no, the odds of that.
As long as he leaves it, as long as he leaves it a long black.
Right, we've already passed 100 viewers. Can you remember to like and share it, please, guys?
Yeah, come on, people.
Not everyone's liked the Extreme Q Sport TV page, so they wouldn't be aware of this.
Let's get it liked and shared. Let's get it up. He's got him back in. She's got him back in. Look, I think he went for the bottom rail. He ain't nailed his end up or anything. God bless him. But I think he went for the one on the bottom rail there just to get the hit.
Why apologise if you don't mean it? Let him suffer.
Yeah.
Let them suffer.
Especially after missing not an easy black, but you'd never expect him to get a bit closer. But again, it's one of them. If he hits it, anything can happen.
If Jazz is back to right.
Oh my God.
If Mr. Govigill wants to play Kez is more than happy to play first to 5 old EPA.
Over 2 days.
I'll have me a wager on Kez myself.
Yeah, over 2 days. Thanks, Chantel, darling. It is fantastic commentary.
You can't be calling people out if you want it all your own way.
You can't call me a Govy and ask me for a World Rules match. I've seen you play against Washy. You might win the first 6, then your arms will fall off.
He's like another jelly around there. Jelly legs. Oh, talking about Jazz's daddy, yeah?
Jazz Bando. Govigill said he'll play Kiss. He says that, Jazz. You know what I mean? He's a keyboard warrior. He's a bit like Joe, He's after a bit of attention. You know what I mean? One winning match, played one, lost one. It ain't good form. You don't want to walk into me, played one, lost one. But especially LDPO.
I feel for a bit there for Ashley. He's lamped the black in just to see the white flying as well. But it was an edgy first frame from both players, but I'm sure they'll both settle very soon.
And Wash, he's crunched them. He's got 2 or 3, 2, 4, 5,
Reds,
2, 4,
Reds
6.
are beautiful.
He's got 3 off the break.
Reds are beautiful.
Reds are Peters here, isn't they? You know what I mean? There's no other balls here. He's just got to make sure he pots one.
Set the red first by the black, so there's no complications going back up there. I think, but he might leave that to last and set the black across the rail.
Well, it's an easy dropping shot then, isn't he? He's dead straight on if he does that. I think he's struggling with the pace of the table though, Joe. I think it's catching him out a little bit.
He's overrun that again. I think the red sneaks into the middle.
He's going to be right behind him. That's be right behind that now, wouldn't he? It's one of them tough shots. But
it's obviously an easy double.
Or you can take it to the bottom corner. And if he takes it to the bottom, he's got at least 2 balls covered. But
he's getting this problem ball out of the way.
Yeah.
I thought he might not have been able to see that first shot when I said, but
he's taking this down the round there, isn't he? I can't see him taking the one by the yellows.
No, he's taking the one by the yellows, and he might poke that in the middle, and then take the one bottom right, and go back up for the black. Yeah, I don't think he's taking that down the road.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. You're right. Good. You know what I mean, though?
He screwed back for the double there. He obviously didn't like it into the middle.
No, but he'd have had to drop her in the middle. Would he be able to go past that yellow to leave him one at the top?
He's not going there.
Well, you would
I think
hope
he's
not.
taking the plant on up the rail and
Covering the black.
get the bag. If you don't, it doesn't matter. You're still at the table. If it goes low.
I think the good thing is with this table, the
He
bags
didn't want it in, but
are relatively tight. So if they do rattle, they may stay there. Do you know what I mean? So
if the middle red of the three down here passes the reds into the bottom left, I think he should be going here, but
no, he's never going there. Never. You know what I mean?
There's no need to.
No, not at all. He's got.
If Washer can clip this down the rail and get the bag goes, he's still in the frame. He's put it way too thick.
He's covered the bottom cush just in case.
Covered in cushions.
Yes, it's just in case the yellow drops on the bottom row.
Connor, we're not aware of any other matches going on. Never mind the scores. There are matches going on, but we don't know the guys playing.
If there's anybody in particular, Connor, let us know, and we'll send out our scouts to find out the score. If there's somebody in particular you want to know. So what's Ashley doing here? Is he going to cover this bag or is he going for these? He's got to go for these, really.
It's a free go, ain't it?
Yeah.
With where the balls are.
Yeah, I would say so. He should not go for them here. Even when they're at the rail, I mean, you could tap the free. Oh, would you take it now? I wouldn't be taking it.
I think he's going a bit negative. He could have tried to get on this.
Yeah.
There's obviously still massive gaffer for this frame.
But to get your arm going, Joe, you got to throw framing on that way. You go for game there, didn't you? Do you know what I mean?
Them tap-ins now, aren't they?
Well,
part of the long plants done across for the yellow in the middle.
I think these are big frames, to be fair, for Ashley. I mean, he
doesn't mind that following him.
No, I think he needs to get these, to be honest with you, just to give him a bit of confidence to go on to perhaps go on a good run. I mean, Washi really's not had a really good couple of frames to start with. Is that a nice angle? Looks like it. Does he want both to go? Don't know. But
he won't be playing the score shot either. That's perfect. Just come across the face of the black.
Yeah, so there should be one each. Might do his confidence a bit of good. Bit of a put frame from Washi there, to be fair. He had the early opportunities.
He did.
He should have took that, to be fair. I was quite surprised.
At Washi's level, you expect him to get those.
Yeah, like you say, Joe, I think he sort of went the wrong way.
He missed the ball, and this was a poor miss, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't think he's settled down yet, though. I think he's still on the
motorway.
Yeah, he's still on the M1, isn't he? I don't know what he's doing.
In 42, is it? Just drive him, I can't remember the way.
Here we go then. Still no breaking dishes, I don't think. No reverse dishes.
Jazz, we've just saw your comment. You was asked by Gov to be told, so it's fair enough. We thought it was covered. Hello, Mr. Phil Ward. Thank you for your kind comments about the commentary.
Yes, Phil. Big swill.
Thank you, McDermott Macca.
Oh.
Connor, all the scores here are now on Q Score. I don't know what it's under, but you can probably find them on there. Bit of pulp on in the background, more sort of music. What a club. It's only the second time I've been here.
So Ashley's on Reds here, I think, looking at this. We've been looking at the Facebook comments, so apologies for the slight delay in the commentary, but again, it all should be a relatively even finish for Ashley, I think. And Ploppins are by the black, and if he gets on the black, I mean, you should roll it near the corner. There should be no messing here. There should be 2-1.
Yeah, I fancy him to get these now.
Yeah,
he's won a frame.
Yeah, his tail's up in it. He's sort of. Washi's got to be careful here, because 2 or 3 quick frames could go on the board here, and he could be 4, 5, 1 behind before he knows it. So we're up to.
That's perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, it's perfect. He's got an angle on the one out of the bag. Float back up to anywhere by the ball line.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit straight, but no, it looks okay. He's got a bit of an angle there. So
I'd like to be low on the last red, but anyway, I think it's perfect. He can screw back.
Would you screw back, or would you
don't go near the middle bag?
Would you go for the top 2, or would you screw back?
He's going through.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd have gone like that, but he's played it well. I'd have probably gone top 2 and come down by the middle, would you? No?
I'm not sure. You don't know unless you're behind the shot with the angle, do you?
Oh, he's getting a bit of a fist pump. There's a bit of a fist pump going on there. He's 2-1 up.
He's not that black and confident though.
He's knocked it in. He's happy with it. He's 2-1 up. He's giving it a bit of a. He's giving it washy a little bit, but just so you know, guys, we're probably 10 or 15 foot away from the table here. We're watching it on the screen, so there's people in between us and the table as well. So we're potentially catching off these shots.
Good evening, Matty Hawkins. Could you let me know how Reggie got on? I missed it. I know it was pretty close at the end.
I'm going to have a guess, but
we commentated on Reggie's horror show at Midland against Jenks.
Yeah.
Couldn't play as bad as that again, I don't think.
I need waking up from Reggie's game in Dublin against on the pleasure. I did watch the first 5, 6, 7 frames, and I have to agree with you, Matty. It was a snooze fest. So. But it tends to be Reggie's style. I've left Reggie a little message on the Facebook if he wants to come down mids and have a bash against me. I'll play in Blackball Rules first to 25. Might take us a few days while Reggie plays, but happy to play him. I'll play him before I play Govey at LDPA Rules. We may never get finished.
Did Reggie lose the decider? That's my guess. I haven't got a clue. He won 21-18. Nice. Well done, Reggie. Well done, Reggie.
I suppose that pays for him to travel over to Dublin to play Sabad.
Yeah, fair play. You'd say he's gone to a different country to play him on a match again.
He's gone to the continent. Went to the continent, didn't he? Another game.
Govey Gill.
International match.
Govey Gill's recently deactivated his Facebook because he was caught with his hand in the till in his pub. And
wow.
People are after him. He's been hanging around with Max and Nosko too much. Now he's gone into hiding just like Max would.
He's also been caught in the Foxy Lady at Bilston as well. So Washy's on.
Washy, I think Washy won't be phased with going behind. He's played too many money matches.
See it all before, didn't he?
Yeah, you just got to take every frame as they come in.
I spoke to Washy earlier and he was sort of a bit miffed that it was.
Missed that.
There was maybe in the pocket there, Washy. I had a chat with Washy earlier on. He was a bit miffed that it was first to 18. He was a bit disappointed in that. He was expecting a longer race. At worst, even to 21. But
strange, isn't it, playing to 18?
Yeah, I think it's.
Have they had a lesser race just because it's for less money? Oh, Govey's back. He's back.
I think he's. I think Washy's a bit phased by that. To be fair, he likes a longer race, but we'll see. We'll see. This. Still plenty to go. It's only 2-1 and Knight's still young, so. Jazz Bandel keyboard buddy, I think he's talking to you there, Joe. He's got to be, mate. He's got to be. Does anybody know how Dan and Neil got on earlier on? The Dan Eaton Lees and Neil Britton match. It was only a knock-up, but it's interesting to find out, isn't it? So Ashley's on Reds. Is he going for these? Well, his tail's up, so he might as well. Because knock them a bit awkward. And do they go into the middle? I think they do, but you've got to clear that one on the right hand side first. And the one on the left hand side.
It flies into the middle. The one I'm right behind the shot, and it's fairly close to the middle bag. It's not a hard shot.
What, the one on the left hand side?
Yeah.
Does it?
He'd be playing for it next ball.
It's tight, that is, Joe.
He's going. I thought he was on yellow, so I apologise. Washy's
on yellows, yeah. So I think he's taking this down to the bottom bag. I think he's taking this down to the bottom bag. Worse, he's going to cover the hole, and then
people texting me.
Wow, Dan beat Neil 25-12. Wow. That's a big result. That was only for knockabout and what have you, but 25-12 is a big result. That.
Never surprises you with Dan if that's correct. If he's in his groove. But Govey Gill has been known to tell a lie or two.
Yeah. So here we go. Is he on the one? Is he on the one?
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Well, if he's on the one by the top red, he can screw back, can't he? I'd say it's a bit of a lot to see from here, but yeah, bang on here. This is 3-1 all day long. Washy needs to book his ideas up here. He's having a chat to his fan. He needs to concentrate on the game, I think, a little bit and get back into it. He's messing with his tip. He's putting some chalk on, but now it's 3-1. His kid's on the roll now. Ashley's on the roll and Washy's
looking very confident.
Yeah, Ashley's looking confident. Washy's like having a chat with the crowd.
Wash is one of those players though, he can reel off 4 or 5 frames.
He's going to need to, Joe. He's going to need to.
He will have a spell where he does that. Very rarely doesn't.
James Beaton's going for anybody want Washy for a small side bet. I mean, that's a bold claim, eh? Just 3-1. Appreciate Washy got his shirt and trousers on, but you know.
He's got a start and he wants to bet Ashley.
Govey Gill, I'm shit near the cabbage. Is that why you asked me, Govey? It's a bit harsh, mate. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't even on the cabbage tour. I'll tell you how bad I am. Joe said he'll play for another 500 quid and smack it if you want, but yeah, Joe, he's a good lad.
I wouldn't beat Govey at the minute.
You say that, Joe.
I'd probably wake up with the fear of losing to someone that bad.
Govey, sorry mate, you ain't getting some...
I saw him play against Washbrook, it was embarrassing.
You ain't getting some tonight, mate, but you know, it's all in jest, mate. So, Ashley's on Reds here. Is he 2, 4, 6 years on Reds, I think? Is he on Reds? Yeah, he's on Reds.
They're all there again.
They am.
Just a matter of getting good cue ball control on that red round by the black. I think it might only go to the top right.
Well, that potentially could be your last ball, Joe, couldn't it? If you wanted to, just, you know, pop the one in the bottom right hand corner, come out, you want it, pot it, screw back, you want the black, but every red's got a pocket. It's just finding the right pocket in. So, top, middle, bottom right hand corner maybe, and the one into the top leaving the one into the bottom. Or does he roll through and try and take it into the middle now? I don't know.
I'm not sure what angle he's got here.
It doesn't look too good, does it? Looks
I
like
think he's straight. I think he's got a slight angle.
Is he going to punch it across, or what? It looks like he's running down this side, the left-hand side of the red, but unless he punches it across, that ain't a good shot.
No, it's
that
not.
ain't a good shot at all.
He's trying to stumble over, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's trying to the cue ball too much.
If anything, you've got to try and over it, that, not under it. It leave you on 2 balls. And he's just landed in no man's land there.
The Knots lads are currently giving it to me. I'm just taking out notice.
You're right, Govey, you can't lose to Joe, and his eyes have gone. Yeah. That's Joe's excuse as well. The only problem is you've got Govey, if he turns up with a blue jacket on and his blue glove, or a red jacket and a red glove, you know what I mean, mate? You're up against it. They'll take you to pieces with that sort of colour combination. Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Great shot.
Yeah. If he played that, it was a great shot. It was a great shot.
Good vision. Good vision.
So this should be... Oh,
he's missed.
Oh, that's a poor shot, really. He's got a bit again. He could have hit that as hard as he wanted, really. He crossed the table twice. So what's he going to do?
I've just had a message saying that I've got my cue with me. Wash's tips hanging off. Oh dear. He should stop the game if it hasn't.
Yeah, going to be super glue on it. So we managed to find a bit of super glue for Wash's tip. You know, he's making excuses already, but
I've told him to see Ron. He's got some super glue behind the bar.
Just a bit of dab on the bottom and keep it going. So he's played the skill. Oh, he's been unlucky there. That's unlucky. That was a great effort. That was. Whisker away there.
He would have got that if his tip wasn't hanging off.
Yeah. That was a defo. His tip was hanging off. I mean, the bread and butter too, if his tip was hanging off. It's a bit awkward here. I think he might have to lay the snooker here. Joe sneak off this yellow on the side rail. White by the black there, by the middle pocket to cover the corners.
It's one of them snookers that you're not really getting massive advantage off.
No, it's a containing snooker, but he ain't got a lot else, has
he might get a skill shot after to the bottom right if he does get it right.
Is it going for a massive chop here?
I'm not sure.
It's crazy bill that is for years, to be fair. I know there's a case for being aggressive, but I guess this one you just ain't going to play now, isn't it?
He might be playing the plan to try and cover the bag, but until he's played it well.
Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, it's dropped in. Oh, it's dropped in.
That's unlucky. I think the pockets aren't tight.
No. Well, they clearly aren't, unless I'm sliding. Because
That's missing. That's missed by a mile. It's going away from the bag and it's gone in.
That's at the back knuckle, so near the top. If it's the back knuckle at the bottom, fair enough. You can sort of understand that, but knocking it in from there, wow.
No, he's got no shot on.
Absolutely not. Not at all. Struggling to see a shot here, told you, unless he plays a crazy jack-up double. But I don't know. What can he do? I don't know.
I can't see anything really.
No, he's got nothing there. Can he play a containing shot just off the left-hand side as the yellows where you look? Chop it onto the bottom rail wide behind the back of the red. It's a bit ambitious, he could land anywhere, but if he leaves the white on the left-hand side, he can't pop the red on the right-hand side.
He
So
could roll to the one in the middle of the three and try and just snooker the one over the back because the other one's automatically snookered.
if that stops, he's played it well. Yeah, he's been unlucky there. He's been unlucky. Yeah, this is 4-1. There's some chuckles. What's the matter?
Washer's just showed us his tip and it's just hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
Can't play with that.
No, and his blue diamond ain't in the best of shape either, to be honest with you, so it ain't looking good for Washy. So there's some... So we might have a little bit of an interval after this black goes in, because Washy's got to do some Q repairs. His tip's hanging off, as you showed us. It's not looking good.
It'll probably be a short 5-minute delay or it gets the glue set.
So he's just having a chat with Ashley, showing Ashley his tip. Ashley's told him now he's got to carry on with it.
You can't play with that.
So he's going up the bar now to get some super glue. So in that meantime, if you can like and share, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some more viewers on. What we're up to now, 93. We need to get at least 100. You know, if we can get 300 against Reggie and Jenksy, I don't even think Jenksy's on. You know what I mean? That's a poor show, Jenksy. Go on, mate. Yeah, what's your sort of bar now getting the super glue for his tip? If there's any questions or comments about the first 5 frames, by all means, throw them out there. Come on, Washy, spelt C-U-M. Nice. So yeah, let's get those comments out there. Let's get the banter going if you like. It just can't be Joe and Govey all night, back and forth. If anybody want tips on the dogs, Joe's got his phone going. He's like off at work here.
I'll bet one bit later if anyone's interested. The price has obviously gone. I'm going to give you figures for a change. I managed to get £1,000 on at 4-1. It's the 842 Trap 2 Tommy's Liberty. I'd take anything above 9-4 if you could get on. I think there's still 11-4 in places, but I'll make it 7-4. Tommy's Liberty Trap 2 in the 842.
So I think Washington needs to get some one of these Teon tips on. They don't fall off. You know what I mean, so ironic that we were sponsored by them, and he's I think Jellas must have put this one on for him.
It was one shot away from falling off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it needed doing. Has Wayne Mays played yet? I don't think he has actually. I think he's just started. Yeah, Wayne started. He's over on the far table. We don't know what the score is. Can we find the score? We're just sending our scouts out to find the score.
I haven't heard nothing, Craig, about Rich Cox and Mark Wood.
I heard there was talk of it.
No, it's happening, but I haven't heard no scores.
So
I'm surprised they're not live, Rich or Mark, but
So the update on Wayne Mays' match is it's 2 each, 2 each currently.
I've got some Q-Sport scores behind me, but
So what?
well behind.
There is a website that the scores are on.
Go on Q-Score and type in Grudge.
If you go on Q Score and type in Grudge,
It'll come up.
it should come up with the scores for this venue for tonight. So Q Scores and type in Grudge. It should come up for the scores for the venue tonight.
Oh yeah.
Craig Rooker's watching. Look,
Craig Rooker's joined.
he should have been here.
Messer
Bottled
is.
it, did he? Do you know what I mean? Cop out.
Turned up outside his house and he wasn't there.
He's down the cheaper.
That's Bobby the African, for those of you who know him under his other name. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I won't believe it. Because he's giving me dirty looks now.
So that will be the last, well, the only and the last impression of Craig Rooker's alter ego that Joe will say tonight, or he will get an elbow to the bridge of the nose. So yeah,
I apologise about that.
yeah, that was quite bad, Joe. In fact, that was the worst impression I've ever heard in my life. But
I'm still a bit tender from last night, to be honest, yeah.
well, I couldn't tell that, mate. You know what I mean?
I need a couple to bring me back round, but unfortunately I'm 60 miles away from home and I've got no motor.
Joe, who's Gary? Gary the...
Oh, I can't say it. It's, I'll say it when the mics are off. Gary the... from the corner shop.
Again, I shall apologise for Joe. You know, I just can't legislate for what's coming out of his mouth at the moment.
We're just for those.
It's not big and it's not clever.
For those that have just joined, Wash's tip was dangling off. He's just having it super glued back on. We will be back within 5 minutes. I think it doesn't take long for glue to set.
It's either that or he's trying to get the game abandoned. He's 4-1 down. I think he's looking for excuses, to be honest with you. So the viewing figures have dropped dramatically, people. We're down to just over 50 when it was touching 100. So for the ones that are already on, can we like and share, please? I'm sure that Washy, I was going to say Washy, but I'm sure that Ashley's got a few more friends than what's on the stream. So if anybody wants to join, let's get them on there. Let's get them liking and let's get them sharing. Jason and Steve doing a great job here at Extreme TV, Extreme Q Sport TV. No, you're right, Craig. He's not Polish. I don't even think what Joe would come out of Joe's mouth was Polish, to be honest.
Oh dearie me! Always money match drawn. Always.
So Reinhard, this is being played at where, Joe? What's his club called? Phoenix Knights in Nottingham.
Is it called Phoenix Knights or just Phoenix?
Just Phoenix. Yeah. Just Phoenix. I just made that bit up just for comedy value.
It wasn't funny, to be honest. Yeah.
It was, like over there in a wheelchair. He's the new Klopp. He'll blame the wind next. I'm assuming that means Washy. Craig. I'm assuming that means Washy in his tip.
I can assure you his tip was dangling.
He was, yeah, to be fair. I mean, to be fair, the super glue is quite fast acting. Why he's taking this long, I don't really know.
You don't actually take it off, do you, when it's dangling like that? Just pop some glue in the gap
Just
and
get a
put it
standing
right back
knife.
in same position.
Get a standing knife, turn your cube upside down, just tilt it back a little bit, tip some super glue on the standing knife blade, it slips in, you pull the knife out, put your tip down, job's good. What's the matter with him?
I don't know.
Making him here, Louis T. In fact, he's coming back with a burger.
Playing mind games. Mr. Lee washed up. He's more like washing up liquid at the minute, the way he started.
If you want to know any more scores on the venue, there is a website that you can get them on. But if you can't get onto that website, Q Score, and then put in Grudge, or you can come onto the web page, ask the question, and we'll send our scouts out, see if we can find some scores. It's a very busy, very lively club tonight. The air's on the move. The air's on the move. So what you want in this, Joe?
Very small bet on 2.
On 2. We just fell out of traps. Oh, it's on the inside. It's going around. 3's leading from 6. 2's on the inside. 4's close by. Is it 2 laps?
Yeah, in case I give up on the dog commentary if I was you.
So 3 still in the lead by led. 3 still in the lead. 2
2.
closely followed. Followed closely by 2. 6 is making some ground up in 3rd. It's gone wide. It's gone 2 wide. 2's on the inside. It's coming up the inside now. It's getting 3. It's on the shoulder of 3. He's going. He's on the shot. 3's kicking on. 3's kicking on. It's going to be close up to the line. They're into the final bend. They're into the final straight. 3's winning. 2 kicks on. 1's coming through. Oh, 1's took it on the line, and Joe's lost £1,000 again.
How much?
The man couldn't pick his nose, and if he's getting to that bet, I'd just ignore him.
I didn't give anyone that.
I'd just ignore him. And I mean, if he won that 842 dog that he's told you, well, all I can say is cash out.
Are we back?
Nobody, Reinhard. Any questions, mate? Just throw them across. We'll do our best. Washy's just mincing around the club now. Seeing, he's going to get a cure at the. Has he got a cure at the rack? Oh, he's found a break cue in the rack. He got a break cue. He's coming back. Are we starting? Yeah, we're starting now. It's, is it Washy's break? 5, 6. Yes, Washy's break.
Do you want a drink?
Yes, please, mate. I'll have a
drink.
I'll have can I have a cordial and lemonade, please? Cordial and lemonade with ice. Cordial and lemonade. Can I have some ice? I don't want that frozen rubbish though. Give me some of the fresh stuff.
We're back on. Washy's
So,
a break.
So Washy's breaking with
He's
the
got
pub
a
cue.
ball.
He's got a ball.
Got 2 balls, 3 balls. No.
That's a bad white. He's got a bad white.
Not
In
really
the
landed nice.
top left-hand corner as we look. If you watch the stream, top right-hand corner with a bit.
Oh, I found a Yorkie here on the side.
Oh, it's a man bar, that is.
Jace, is this your Yorkie? No, I'm going to have one bit. I can't eat chocolate, but it's nice.
So the way we watch the match and the way it's streamed, it's very similar to Joe. It's a bit backward, but I think he's going yellows by the looks of this. Yeah, he's knocked it in. Looking at this, every ball's got a bag, so I'm relatively straightforward. Just the one up the rail might be a bit awkward for him, but if he gets in it early and leaves it, pot it screw back or pot it, roll it in, take the one into the bottom right hand corner, bottom left hand as the stream looks. It should be relatively straightforward. I think he's running a little bit away from it here.
I just hope his tip's not on his head and moving from accurate.
Yeah.
Because it's not good, is it?
No, it should be good as new now, though. It should be good as new. Some great tunes on the jukebox as well, now.
This will show you how big the bag you're playing.
Oh, colossal.
Just
Oh.
flew in.
I thought we were going to drop in then.
Absolutely flew in. Buckets.
So, yeah, drop this one in, drop that in around the back. Bottom left-hand corner, black in the middle. Easy peasy.
He took these well.
Washy's cheesy.
I think he's going to play very slowly though. Now he can come round the back. I think it goes in the same bag.
Yeah, he can play it off the bottom now, Joe. That's the way forward. He needs to travel though. He needs to travel.
He's all
It's a
right.
bit short.
Yes, I think he can run the white into the black.
You think?
Not nice and delicately. Doesn't want to be behind the red.
Yeah, he's played that nice.
He's not. He's all right.
So Washy's got a bit of confidence back now. Now his tip's on. This could be the start of the revival, Joe.
It's early days, 4-2, but as I say, to 18.
Neil Beckley, good evening to you as well. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Not much of a race, is it?
Back up to 73. Let's get liking and sharing, people. Peter Waller, Selena Forrest Gooblin. Is that one of the people that are playing here tonight? There is a lady playing on the table a bit further down. Is that what you're asking? Asking for the score there, or is that just a name that you throw out there? So, actually, it's like a bit of a. No, that was a bit of a delicate break, shall we say there, Joe? Is it with that chocolate, mate? Don't it? Share it. Joe's eating chocolate and hiding it away behind the comms box here. Go halfway down the bar. In fact, it's 3/4 of the way down the bar. You know what I mean?
Dairy product, ain't it?
In the back of your mind. Hold it, it will be Is that a poem? Is that a poem, Craig?
I'm not going to attempt to read out.
I've tried to read it. It's a bit Wordsworth if you're asking me, but so Wash is flying there.
I know what Craig's trying to say. It could be in the back of his mind, yes. Just after knocking in the net, as long as he doesn't play a stupid shot on him and he's landing the tip, he should be alright, especially if they just get on the
I'm seeing Washy getting these. Washy's getting these. I think he's back at it now, man. Yeah, his tip was playing on his mind. I think his tip was playing on his mind, but he's playing at it. Liam Stanley, he always plays like a girl. Well, I'll take your word for that. But, it was a bit of a strange one, Liam, I must say.
We'll watch his next break. Much different.
It's a bit awkward here. To be honest with you.
I've got no Australian accent, Nick, so I won't be doing a Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's all about the ranking points, mate.
That's a great shot. Play that well. Looked relatively straightforward, but he's played it well. And all of a sudden, he's back at him. And Ashley's not really had a shot in the last 2 frames. After the mid-session interval, Washy's come out all guns blazing.
He's like a new man with his tip geared on properly.
And his Matalan shirt and slacks and plimsolls.
I don't think that's a Matalan, I think that might be a Next.
Get off
with
with you.
like that.
I'm going to check the label.
Yeah, I'll go for Next. It's somewhere
Los
cheap
Angeles.
Anyway.
It's next door to Los Angeles.
I'm not sure.
Do you know what I mean?
We'll call him over after the match and try and get an interview.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Find out where his t-shirt's from.
Yeah, we'll get it. Where he got his outfit from? I reckon what it was. It's like Bruce Almighty when he stands outside the window and he clicks his fingers and all his old clothes drop off and new clothes drop on. I think that's what he's done.
Washy,
I've got the power. So I think that's what he's done. Old Matt Allen. He's got another ball off the break with that dodgy cue. Or has he used his own cue? He's used his own cue, isn't he? Oh, he's confident now, look. The glue set, he's confident.
He wasn't happy with his last break with the racker, but
he'll be happy with that one.
Dished.
He'll be happy with that one. Right, he's taking the others here, and again, there's only one awkward ball, that's by the black, which will be easily split out if he gets on it properly.
I don't know what route he's taking here.
I think he's dropped this one in the bottom, Joe. Bottom right.
Is he taking the?
He's going to pop the one in the bottom, screw up into the black, into I would imagine.
No, could he do that off the yellow that's below the black and just run? As long as he's low, he could run the white into the red.
But he don't go in there, does he? I think he's
he'd pop the one bottom right now, and then take the one bottom left and screw back slightly, and take the yellow in the middle and run the white up into the red.
I think he'll risk knocking this one in. Putting the right bottom left, screwing up in between the black and the red, or taking something completely different, knocking this in the bottom left hand corner. Just shows what we know. Skill shot, left him on nothing, brilliant, Washley, good thinking.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to see what he's done.
I think he's just helping Ashley, to be fair. He potted the ball in a couple of frames and he's trying to help him out.
There's just no logic into what he was trying.
Absolutely none whatsoever.
I'm absolutely I've gone brain dead, just what I saw. I just don't know what to think.
My gabber's flastic to be honest with you. I don't know what he took that shot on at all. It was bottom left straight to the red, black out and up, and he'd potentially got a choice of 3. And now he's covering badge flash as well. What to do? So the chips just around the bottom left, look at the top of the table, and she's in the
I think these are the frames that are going to win either play of the match. Winning these more tactical frames because they both look like they can get the tap-ins.
The scrappies. Very much so, yeah. I mean, look at that, that's just that's gone away from the cushion.
He's put that yellow in one of the worst plays possible.
I mean, it's rolled towards the middle bag.
Ashley's going into the little cluster here, I think.
That's sort of the shot Wash. He should have played over the one at the bottom left.
He's played that well. I think he's onto the one bottom right. Can't be 100%, but
I don't know why Wash didn't play that shot.
just can't explain what Washy was doing, potting that ball. I don't know where he thought the white was going.
I don't know what we need to do here, Joe, but somebody's saying we should get paid for this commentary. I think we do it for the.
I've got enough money, Jimmy. I don't need any more. That's Jimmy right there.
And I'm only a pound behind him, so I ain't bothered. But we do it for the love of the game.
You're rich on life, Kes.
I'm rich on life.
You're rich on life.
Yeah. I've got enough fluff at the bottom of my pockets, mate, to keep me going for a good while. Don't worry about that. So we do it for the love of the game.
I think Ron's behind me, just updating Q's score. If anyone wants any scores, now's the time to ask her. I could just read them out for you. Yeah, that's it. Go on Q score and type in grudge. It should be under Phoenix Grudge Night if you want the scores yourself. And the scores are bang on what they are at the minute.
So she's taking this. It looks like to the top left as we look. Yeah, he's played that well. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Yeah, well done. He's still going to leave this one down the bottom, I think, till relatively last. These should be relatively straightforward for him, to be honest with you. Take the one over the hole either really slowly or come out. Take the two along the top and then come down. They shouldn't be hard.
Oh, he's played a terrible shot.
And having said that, yeah, I mean that was like neither here nor there really. He's still got the chop, but into the top right as we look. But that was just, you know, at worst if he dropped it on the bag, he got the plant across the top rail. That was just a nothing shot, to be honest with you. That was sort of hitting it right to life.
Whatever he tried, he just played it terribly wrong.
I don't know. I don't get that shot either, to be honest with you. But
I think that
he's got to do a lot
I think Washer's got a chance here. Can he not cut this in and come through the high on the black and hit the red over the pocket?
I don't think he can cut it in, Joe. I think the head is a bit too far down the table, to be honest with you. It's a mega thin cut, to be honest with you.
So it's hard to tell on our screen.
Yeah, from where we're sitting as well. You know, like I said, we were a good 10 or 15 foot away. That's a great shot by Washer.
Not a bad shot.
That's a great shot.
It's brought him a chance.
Yeah. And it means that he can't see the one at the top either, the red at the top, so he can't get that over the bag either. He needs to develop one or the other here, and you know, keep shot.
People recently joining, don't forget to like and share the video, please.
Yep, come on, we're on to 79 people. We need more than that. We need more than that.
And remember, it's only the first to 18. It's not going to be a long match.
He's played that relatively well, but unfortunately he's left Washy a cutback double here. And to be honest with you, I sort of expect Washy to get these. I expect him to get these.
It's tough with that one
it is
by
tough.
the middle bag.
It is tough, but I expect him to get these.
I don't think he's got much choice other than go for the double.
That was close, and Washy's he's unlucky there. He's handed the frame to Ashley now, but obviously Ashley's not had potted that many balls in the last couple of frames, so it's going to be an interesting one. He's played it well.
Did Washy play the double and miss? Sorry,
yeah, he played the double, rattled Joe. I mean, how it ain't dropped, I don't know, but he's sort of
looking like 5-3 to Ashley then.
It is, yeah. Well, I don't understand why you're taking the one to the middle, to be honest with you. Here, you're taking the one to the middle first, and then because that's gone too far. It's gone too far.
He's all right.
He's all right. He can run it and take it to the opposite middle, but you take the one to the middle first. You know, it's easy peasy. We're good, isn't it? Somebody just left us a nice iPhone that we're going to borrow on the way out. Not really. Our name's not Rich Cox.
He only nicks his own iPhone, he does. Technically it wasn't his after he lost the match though. That's a bad
see, this is what I'm on about. You know, he's played the wrong shot for me there. He should have the one to the middle first.
I agree, the one to the middle was definitely the shot while he was on it.
One over the hole, just stun it, black to the opposite middle.
Keep it simple.
And he's left Washy now, take this one to the top, 3-ball plant down the rail, and Washy's level. Washy's level for me if you can hold. If you can't, he takes the one in the bag, screws back.
definitely the momentum through Washy.
Yeah, he's. If he takes this one out, I think actually he's got a bit of a problem on his hands if he takes this one out. Washy's not playing as quickly as he usually does. He's usually running around like a headless chicken, but tonight, for some reason, he's slowing down. Is it going to run? Is it going to run? Is it going to run? That's not good. It's not good.
He's going to have to take this last now, I think, down the rail.
And the way they've been flying in, Joe, you'd sort of
fancy it, wouldn't you?
you'd be sort of fancying to set that down.
You wouldn't be worried about the rail shot.
To be fair, you could play the plant now, Joe, screw back up and take it and leave the one over the hole. Do you know what I mean? Play this plant, screw up towards the middle bag, stun the one into the top rail.
Is the plant dead set for it to stick over the hole?
I would say so. Unless he plays it like that.
That's the problem. He's alright though.
He's still okay.
Is that perfect? You can just draw this white back 10 inches.
You don't even need to do that, Joe. You can just stun it, can you?
Yeah, I'd still be more comfortable with coming back. It doesn't make the pot any harder because you haven't got to hit this hard at all. How close he is.
Well, we know it's in. Yeah, that's in. That's 4 each. I don't think Wash is going to miss these two. Just roll these in
the middle.
Yeah, that's one that Ashley's get him. That'll hurt it a bit. That'll smart a little bit. That one will. So yeah, Adam Dyche. It was a terrible shot. I think he went the wrong way. He should have took the yellow to the middle first. You don't really want to be getting your legs on the table to play a shot in the corner when you've got a rolling in the middle bag and then a stun and then a stun into the middle. I don't understand that shot. It was perhaps a slip of the mind, but middle, bottom, middle. That was the way forward. Made it awkward for yourself. Sophie broke. Is he dry? Yep, he's dry. He's dry, and Washy's got a chance here to potentially play the 3-ball plant. Yellow, red, smash it out, but he's not gonna. He's gonna get on reds. Control the frame. No, he's not. He's decided not to. He's decided to hand the frame back over to Ashley and say, "You have a good one."
Left it open table.
He has left it open table. And, does Ashley do the same thing? Take control of the game? Obviously, there's be a skill shot involved if how close they am to the bag, but. It'd be just as well smashing these out, screwing the one out by the black and seeing what happens. Yep.
Oh,
he's been unlucky there.
The reds have all opened beautifully as well.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, you can argue that he should have played it with more screw to the whites actually pushing through the red and the black.
Yeah, but how fast the table is, you'd expect it to be on one, I would imagine. But
yeah, he's unlucky.
You can see one to the top rail. You can see the one on the top rail looking from this angle. But he's got no shot. I mean, the best he can hope for is to perhaps play thin and bumping behind Wash's red on the left-hand side as we look.
We've got a few new viewers joining in. Don't forget to give us a like and a share, please.
Yeah, come on, the 83 that are on there already. Like and share.
It's Extreme Q Sport TV. It's still fairly new, and there's probably a lot of people that haven't liked the page, so
I can't be done with
missing out on the match.
I can't be done with that shot that he's just played there. That was.
I fancy Washy to get these.
He's
got his tail in the air now. He's won the last 3 since he's had his tip redone.
And he's just knocked 2 balls playing into the open. He should have snicked off it. That's enough.
It's not. It's all right.
I'll tell you what. That's carrying on. I'll tell you.
It is like glasses, isn't it? This table.
Yeah. But for me, he should have sneaked off the left-hand side of that. Just brought it off a little bit and gone in behind Wash's yellow. Left him nothing. To play that shot, I mean, I don't know what he was trying to do. He couldn't play the double. You could only literally see the left-hand side of it. So I don't understand that sort of mindset of what he played. But we're 10 or 15 foot away, and he's on the table. So she's gone into fudge mode. God bless him.
I don't think he's covered the red to the middle.
Is he not?
No, I don't think he's.
I think he only has, Joe.
If he, it's only a slight bend. If he.
His back arm's up. Yeah, he's played nice, Joe. You're right, yeah.
Well, you'd expect to get that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, you would, yeah. I mean, we could have landed it easier on this, but as in we expected Washy to get the last lot, I'm sort of expecting Ashley to get these, don't I think you?
Yeah, I know he's made a couple of mistakes, but these are like dot to dot. Just go through forward now a few inches, leave yourself an angle like he has, and float the white onto the brown spot now. Round that just wants to be straightish to the red in the middle.
Step it down, Joe. Could overhit this again.
It's just a dead weight shot. It's not hard. He was perfect. Just stop the white dead now. He was straight. Maybe or go through an inch or two. Doesn't really matter.
It should be 5-4. They should do to Ashley.
He had a bit of that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just roll this in.
Yeah,
Or stun run through, round. Just go over the black spot.
put a bit of top on the bottom. It'll just flow to the right.
And we'll just roll it in. Cut the black in.
And so he's back at it. It's 5-4 to Ashley when this goes in. I think he needed that, to be fair, after the last frame when he missed that black. I think he needed that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not affected him, has it really?
No. Chippy's on it. God bless him.
He can't afford too many of them though against Washy.
No.
He's not the type of player, Washy, that you want his tail in the air, because he's more than capable of just reeling him off.
I think, to be fair, I think Ashley got away with that shot he played. I think he got away with it. I think Washy should have finished then.
When Washy's come to the table, I said I fully expected him to get done his first shot and just let the white run away from him. Right into the corner bag, and you think he'd know that it's like glass.
Yeah, it's running well.
He's been on it long enough now.
Yeah, the table is playing well. The pockets are accepting the balls nicely at pace.
He's gone in off, I think. Ashley was out his chair like a rocket.
Yeah, like one of Joe's whippets.
I expect him to get these. You play your developing shot, first shot down with these two yellows and the red. I'm not sure how he's going to go about that, but
yeah, well, he can play the yellow into the red, can't he?
I think he can.
You just don't want to slide off the bottom yellow across the table. Whatever he's got to do, he's got to fetch that out first.
He's playing direct on the red. He might just be cutting it up towards the blue spot. That's risky.
Yes.
White's loose. He's all right though. He's sort of got away with it.
It's sort of unorthodox, I would say.
Yeah, I thought there was a better way of going about it than that.
Yeah, me too. Michael Wesley Lamb, is that the chap who said he would turn up for Sean and never turned up?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. Yeah.
Where's the cue ball here? He's all right.
Yeah, a bit unorthodox.
Trying to kick that red by the yellow, but he could. Now I think he's got to be leaving that till last ball, or last but one ball, and just tap it into the middle.
He's got to get on that way, Joe. It's a bit awkward to get on that.
Doesn't want to clip the yellow. Just gone enough, I think. He's not happy looking at his body language.
It's sort of getting a little bit more awkward as he plays the shot.
Just, I think you've got to slow down a tad from watching him and just pay a bit more attention to detail in what he's doing. I don't know a lot about his game like that.
He's played that well.
He's played that beautifully.
So again, we sort of expect him to finish these from here. What we're thinking, bottom right, bottom left, top, bottom, middle back.
Yeah.
He's a pretty
They're all just sat down watching.
I've never missed Joe. I've never missed sitting here, mate. I've won the Bilston averages and everything sitting here.
It's good going, that is, to be honest.
2 years on the trot as well.
Tough to win, they are.
I'm telling you.
Are you playing for Butchering that on Thursday?
Every now and again.
And so you'll be there next week, aren't you?
No.
Big summer house match.
No.
You're not going good.
I was over to someone else. Yeah, I'll be there. No. I'm not planning on being there.
I should be there. I'm not there next week. It's Chelps week, isn't it? I'm away and gone.
I'll be there then. What's he done now? Oh, that's okay.
It's alright. He used all the pocket there though.
He's going to leave himself a long black now, Joe. These could have been a lot easier. Should have been a lot easier. So, this will test his queuing a little bit.
Doesn't really matter if you keep potting.
Well, I don't know, but you don't believe yourself.
Pool's one of them games where when you're playing well, it's such a simple game, but when you're not, every fraction seems against you and everything gets harder. Even the pots become hard, which
yes, nice pot.
Should be on a
done that well. That should have been easier. Do you know what I mean? That should have been an easier finish, but
you won't mind. He's got the win on the board to go 2 clear.
Absolutely, no pictures on the scorecard. So the locals are getting vocal for Ashley here and giving him some encouragement. So we've got 83 people on the stream. Can we like and share, get as many on as we can? We're going to get at least past 100.
If you're local to here, why not pop down? It's a good atmosphere tonight. Music's blasting. There's plenty of people in here. Have yourself a drink or two. Make sure you get a taxi if you are drinking, please.
My God.
Right, he's not hit them well.
This is a pool stream, not a public information.
I'm starting to see what Liam Stanley was
Stream,
saying
yeah.
about his break.
Clump click every trip. But, I think Washi needs to take these for a bit of confidence. I think he needs to get these in.
Thank you, Mr. Posh Callum Mulhern. It was a pleasure to see you the other day, pal. With that young Govey Giller bashing and you don't even play says a lot about Govey, doesn't it?
You lost to Callum as well.
Yeah, 21-10 it was.
21-10.
Callum is capable. I think probably played well, being fresh.
Well, what you said before turned up in the corner.
Well, no, I was trying to get him an easy game, but there's no line.
Job done.
Govey wouldn't even playing for a tenner. Drove all the way from Coventry.
Yeah. I think Washi gets these. One awkward ball and then I think
It's not really awkward, are they?
well, he's got to get out, hasn't Joey?
You just play this with a touch of bottom right. Just don't hit it too hard. Let the side take.
When he gets on it.
You've just got to time this right. It's all about timing.
Told you.
He's not, he's not, I
Is he
think-
on that? Is he on it?
Yeah, he's on it, but he didn't time that well.
Dropped his arm like that.
Yeah, de-accelerated ever so slightly,
Dropped his arm on that.
but he's all right.
Yeah, he's back at it. Back at it.
Quick dish from Washington.
Yeah.
This is what he's capable of.
Nice little break dish. Right, nice little break dish there. What was their break dish?
I think so. No, it was a dry break, wasn't it? Ashley hit him like a girl again, I think.
Did he? He very girly.
I think so.
Yeah. So we'll look at the stats anyway and we'll see what they say. So we're still nip and tuck. Washi's got a tip back on.
Callum, it's Mr. Kez Cresswell. I don't know if you know Kez. He's one of the local guys from
Legend.
our way.
A local legend.
Legend. He's been around a long time.
I was talking to you, Callum, at the Govey Washi match down the Midland.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Callum popped down.
Yeah, you was stood behind me and Joe. I was the good looking one out of the two.
He's the one that's starting to look more and more like Philip Schofield every day.
Could be worse.
It could be, couldn't it?
Could look like Joe and Gemma Collins.
We've got best mates like Ollie Willoughby. You don't mind that, do you?
No.
You don't mind that.
Sit next to that every morning. It is Wayne, it's first to 18. They've reduced it down from 21 because Wash had to pop to Matalan to get an outfit. But they're supposed to start at 6 o'clock apparently, but Washi had to.
Playing his normal mind games, turning up when he wants.
It's Washi time.
He's got. This is one of those finishes. Like, he's got a bit. As long as his cue ball's good.
I think this is the sort of time in the match where Washi sort of kicks on a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he does this on most matches.
The longer the better for Washi. That's why he was a bit upset that it was only first to 18. But
I think Washi takes the next 2 or 3 here.
got some work to do here.
If that don't go past the black into the bottom, he has. But I think it might go past the black into the bottom, hasn't it?
I don't think he can roll this in and hold. I'm not sure. You can't tell from sitting here, can you? Especially how fast the table is. No, he's trying to hold.
He's not. Oh, that's tight.
Oh, I can't tell.
It's tighter than Joe's pockets, that.
I think he's on it. He's grimacing.
He's always doing that, mate. He's got one of them.
I suppose that's just his face, isn't it?
He's got a lazy eye, eh? And a lazy top lip. And a lazy chin. It's like a game of Guess Who every time he walks around the table. Has he got big ears? Well, he has this thing.
Has he got a Los Angeles t-shirt on?
Oh, he's played that low. He's been a bit of a killer, but
I think he's got a shot on it.
Is he good to the middle or is it? No, he goes to the middle, he chips it in.
Chip this in with
100 mile an
screw.
hour, tries not to be.
I think he can hold around 2 rails.
You think?
Screw with a bit of check.
As long as he misses the middle bag.
Yeah, I think he's above that. So it's all about timing.
Oh, he's digging. He's digging. He's got a shovel out. We'll see a bit. Oh,
He's overcut it.
And he's gone in off in the middle.
Obviously.
Commentator's eye, Joe.
No,
Commentator's
he
eye.
doesn't go in off of your pots. He's
gone in off.
Behave, Kev.
Commentator's eye. That's why I'm a legend.
This is poor. The first score, Michael, I'm not sure. I know Washi won. I think it was for a lot more money. I think it was about 25-21. But don't quote me on that.
So Ashley's got to finish these. I think they are relatively straightforward. That's pulled in so bad. That has pulled in a good inch.
Yeah, we're right behind that, and it was nowhere.
Well, is it the cush halfway down? And again at the bottom. He's got to roll these in. He should do, shouldn't he?
Yeah, you still expect him to get them right, but I still would have rather had it out of the bag. It's what class? It's his own table, he should know, like.
Again, you don't want to be running up and down the tables when the table's this fast. When the table's this fast and you're out an inch, it's like a foot. As I told the missus. Again, though, they should be relatively straightforward.
He's a bit straight on this one. Is he going to come back and take the open one first and leave the one down the rail till last?
He can
Or
play
the
it
one
to
on the bottom?
He could play it to the cush Joe if he wants to, and roll forward for the one on the bottom rail.
Right, that's played your shot. He's played it well. Just got to pop this in. He's on the ball to the middle.
well,
There's nothing to do with the cue ball.
I wouldn't necessarily trying to be old in the middle. Trying to hold it in the middle.
Just got to pop the ball. Concentrate on the pot.
Yeah, straightforward. There was a shot before that one wanted him to be fair.
He'll be happy enough with that one.
The score is, when he pops this, will be 7-5. If it's a bit blurry on the system, but it does look like an 8 if you squint. But yeah, it's this is going to be 7-5. Yep, 7-5. Again, Washi's, I think he will. Again, the place the table's done Washi there, to be fair to him. You know, he's had, what was it, sort of 12 frames thereabouts, but he should have had the place the table by now. Ashley's still, you know, over-hitting, under-hitting. So he's struggling as well a little bit, but
It's not been vintage, has it? But
Joe Callum says you need glasses, mate.
he's not talking to me.
He is?
He's talking to Nathan.
Oh, sorry. I'm sure it fits both. What one mission?
It should come in from there.
I don't say
It's a very strong dog.
So 2, 4, 6, 7.
He's going to win the race, I think, Kev.
6. So Red's gone off the break.
Oh, no.
He's
Oh
got
my
blocked.
God.
Got blocked by the 2. Blocked by the 2.
Think you're ready? Oh, no, let's finish these. I'm not going to swear. I'm stupid.
So Ashley's on the Reds. Elected to take the Reds there. So I think he's going to play a little up behind it here. I think that's a bad shot, really. I think it's sort of out the frame for Washi because you can play a skill shot at the top line. I think that was a bit of a loose shot by Ashley. I think that was a bit of a.
And so
Look at the frames on the trot shot, that, to be fair.
one good, that's all this frame takes, one good skill shot on there. Pretty easy.
It should be from there. To be fair. Is the yellow too close? The red is the what? Is what I would say. I think.
Yeah, it's too close.
It's the one that ain't rolling. Nearly did. But Ashley's played a loose shot there. Really, he should have just been in behind the red and left Washi nothing. Or at worst, his bad ball on the left hand side. But who's wearing what?
Right, the next bet. I have had a winner, but I never commented on. But the next bet is the Tommy's Liberty, the one we all want. 842, trap 2 at Monmouth. I'm on at 4s. Join in and get your cash on people on duo winners to say.
I'd have it each way if I was you.
All of the second down ideas.
Have it each way, top 6.
Washy's in orange. He's wearing his Los Angeles t-shirt.
It's Matt Allen.
We either got it from Matt Allen or next. We're not quite sure. But in the interviews after the match, we will.
I think we should do a poll.
We'll say there's been a lot of comments about his t-shirt, and people want to know where he got it from, so they can get one as well. And I'm sure he'll let everyone know where he's got it from.
So we've got 84 people on the stream. Should we have a poll on where they actually got it from? If you think it's Matt Allen, put Matt.
If you think it's a Matt Allen, then vote Matt Allen. If you think it's a next t-shirt, then vote for next. We're just setting the poll up now. I think we are. No, we're not.
And the first one to comment and get it right gets a signed version. We'll get Washy to sign it after the match.
Would you like Washy's sweaty BL t-shirt?
Pre-washed. He needs to put his finger out a little bit. He does Washy's.
So it's only 1st to 18, yeah. It won't be too long before them approaching the business end.
He's playing the double here, yeah.
It's miles away.
If he was, that's a poor shot. I mean, I know it's... Ooh! Craig's gone for Primani. He's thrown a spanner in the works.
We never thought about that.
No, we didn't. Especially with Washy. You know what I mean? Because Matland's probably a couple of £3 cheaper than dearer than Primani.
We'll hang on a minute. We're creating a poll now, guys. We would like you all to vote whether you think Wash's t-shirts from Matalan,
Primark, or is he splashed out and gone to next?
Or next. Matalan. It's a 3-way poll.
It's bordering on the sort of does Solskjaer get the job poll. This, to be honest with you, this is probably a little bit more important. So Washy's played a loose shot there, and I think Ashley's finishing these. He's sort of got rollings again. He's just got to plop. Oh, he didn't want that to go, I don't think. He's hit it hard, but I don't think he wanted it to go. He shouldn't have wanted that to go anyway. He should have played that a lot slower. Matty Smith, can we stick to the pool, please? I'm trying to. Joe's setting up the poll. I'm trying to keep it pool friendly. He's been very. I was going to say very lucky there, but
right then, people.
He has actually got what he deserved there, because that was some way off.
The polls now up. We would like you to join in and vote, please, where you believe his t-shirt's from, and we will find out on the pre-match, post-match interviews.
To be fair, Matty Smith's disgusted. Matty Smith's disgusted with your poll, Joe. To be honest with you, I can't blame you. To be fair, it's a big match. It's a big match.
Sorry, Matty Smith, but we like to mix it up when we're in the box. Just talking about pool all night's a bit boring.
I think, yeah, Washy's all over these, isn't he? And so he should be. I mean, Ashley played a poor shot earlier on.
One again.
It weren't the shot he played that was poor. It was the shot before that was poor. The shot he played, but it was poor. He's hit the top two hard. And Washy's finished so awkward there. And it's a cutback.
I can inform you all, Primark's running away with it with 45%, 48%.
There's only 3 people voted though. But has he played He's played all right there. He's been lucky. He goes. He flies past it. Yeah. He's been lucky there. To be fair, poor shot before that to land there, and then he's been lucky to land where he has, and it goes past.
Natalano Primark. No one's sure.
It's a tight call. It's 42-46.
I think my prediction of next's totally wrong.
Yeah, there's only 13% of people think Washy'd splash out more than £10 on a t-shirt.
Right then, people, but we will go back to the pool now. It's the match is just heating up.
Yeah, it's 7-6 now. Washy should have lost that frame. Matt should have took that frame quite easily. He's over the plant into the top. Both balls have dropped, and he's landed awkward, and he's messed it from there. You can't be giving Washy frames like that to get back into it. You know, if Matt goes 3 in front, bit of pressure on Washy, but one behind Washy's is dangerous. He's dangerous. Oh, he's put 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. So he's potted a red. A red's gone. I can't see him sticking on reds, to be honest with you, but at the same token, I don't think he's got a pot on. Containing safety.
Right, the poll's now closed. We're happy with the Primark. We'll see if the people were right after the match. It's not a good break here. I think we might see another tactical affair.
Yeah, definitely.
That's wide. His body language straight away said he wasn't happy with that.
I think both players are hoping that the other goes for it first, and so Washy decided to take the ball by the horns and take the yellows.
Is he going to roll this down to the bottom left bag now? Take control.
It's bottom right as you look on the stream, people. It's not that we're.
It's from where we're sitting from.
Yeah, we're sitting sort of D down, but the bulk line down, but the camera's looking triangle up. So whatever we say, it's a bit of back to front. So I think if Ashley bashes this, it comes out, and that red will go past that yellow.
Sanj Puddin's had his say on the t-shirt and thinks it's from Oxfam. Now that's another level from Sanj.
So Matt's got to play this. He's got to play it all screwed out. I think he does go past there. Yeah. How's your look? That ain't too bad. That's not too bad at all. He's got a shot to the top bag. Here.
They're all there. Just one good shot here.
Yeah.
Preference which one he takes next. Take top left or top right. He's taking top right.
Running through. Cheers about that.
Played it well.
Yeah, it's turned out nice. It's an awkward shot though to land on that one perfect, Joe. Especially with the white sort of like travelling a little bit down the table on this table, how fast it is.
Is he playing for the gap here or is he screwing across? He's playing for the gap.
Has he got it?
He needs a kiss here. He's not got it.
No. If he has, he's been very lucky.
I don't like the way he played that.
No, nor me. No, he's.
He seemed to.
He didn't get no screw also, did he? He flicked the yellow. He flicked the yellow on the way down.
Ron's just going round to collect some scores from the morning matches, so they will be updated very shortly on Q scores. I think you've got to look under grudge, and you'll find all the scores from the other matches going out here. He doesn't want it in.
Oh, he's gutted. That's gone in there.
Can he see this?
I think he can snicky. I don't think he can get it to the top right.
Top left is just.
And I don't think he's got enough to take to the top left.
And it definitely doesn't go top right.
Unless he dinks it round, but that I don't think that's a shot. I mean, I think if he swerves it round, it potentially follows through and goes off in the middle. It was sort of unlucky, but if he could see that enough to pot it, he should have played with a bit more conviction. But I sort of think he didn't think he could pot it. To be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a big frame now. Big frame, because if Washy takes this, I think he'll draw a bit of confidence from that. He's
Is he
jacking.
he might be
jacking.
trying. Is he trying to cut this in the middle?
So I don't think Washy's.
It's not a bad result, but Washy should be taking these out.
Yeah, he should. Whether he will first go, I don't know. If he can get through that, if he can get through, he ain't. Can he get through it? Good on him. Yeah, don't blame him there. There's no need to get mad there. He hasn't got an easy
the black
bottom.
doesn't go bottom left, does it? Because it's poor if it does. Because he's only got to swerve this, and if he pots it, he's got a shot at the black.
Oh, have we got the?
You can change the view with the keys.
No, the black don't go.
I think it might do. But he didn't fancy the swerve anyway.
Oh,
he's had another result there.
That's a proper result there.
Just keeping Washy under the pressure. Obviously, Washy's got a long straight yellow to go at, but you've still got to get them.
I don't. Yeah.
Michael Jackson's blasted in the club. Jacko fans up here.
Rich coming from the glove.
What do you want odds for, Govey?
Against Callum, I think.
This match or after this frame? I will give you and you alone odds.
It's a risky shot Washy's taking on here. He must think it goes back, and a bit naughty of that fella there to stand up. He was taking the shot, but he's played it well. He's covered the hole. Don't think Ashley's got anything here.
Yeah,
nothing obvious anyway. I don't think he
from here, seeing as it looks like it's going to give 7-7, I will give you 4-5 on Washy, and you can have 11-10 about Ashley.
So
that's just for you, Govey Gill. If you say an amount on the stream, it's on.
Well, if Washy don't finish these, then I think it's a sort of.
We have a clown in the chat box called Matty Smith. A clown.
Oh my God! What has he done there? That's in a worse position than it was before he played that shot. It's in an even worse position.
The pockets are buckets.
They are buckets. If they were the buckets, he shouldn't have missed it, should he?
I still won't be too worried about taking that down the rail.
It goes down the rail nicely, granted.
You don't want to bet Govey Gill. You're waiting for it to turn in your favour. It's too late.
That is very, very un-Lee Washbrook-like. I'm going to throw that out there right now. In any other circumstances, Washy finishes them. Is he feeling the pressure? Is he still got a bit in his head about the tip? What's going on?
4-5, Gov. Have it now. 4-5, Washy. How much do you want on? 50 quid?
Oh my goodness gracious me. He's been very, very
got lucky
stroke unlucky there. He's played a great shot and been robbed.
He's got another lash here at the black. Let me know. Let me know if it's open, Gov. I didn't have a check the other night.
He's got to give yourself a chance to by hitting a bit hard, but you can count yourself unlucky there. But played a great shot on the red. That's poor. One cushion snooker and you hit a yellow. That's not good. That's not good. And Washy's picking the white up for some reason. Not entirely sure why, but we just played that into the bottom right hand corner or bottom left hand corner and screwed up the table and still in the same position. So this looks like 7 each, unless Washy throws one in. But
that's very unlikely.
Yeah. Like I say, he's played a couple of fudges, which is very un-Washbrook-like, shall we say. So 7 each, guys. We've got 92 people on the stream, Joe. It's up. It's
gone back up.
It's going up. So let's like and share, people. Let's get some more people on the stream, and let's get supporting Extreme Q Sport TV. Jace and Steve do a great job. Got some great equipment if you want your match streaming. Just get in contact.
Very, very good rates. they're a lot cheaper than a lot of the rivals. I'll tell you that now. Beard Productions and Co.
Yeah, so get in touch.
Better commentary as well.
Oh, the commentary's fantastic. Commentary's fantastic. It's generally free of charge as well, the commentary.
It is.
It's generally free of charge.
Go
But
on
yes,
then.
if you want your match streamed, get in touch via Extreme Q Sports TV on Facebook, and Jason Steve will put you a nice show on. So back to the pool, and 2, 4, 6, 7. I think that was a dry break, was it, by 2? Was it? I can't see under his arm.
They're all there.
No, he got a red. He had a red. But he's sort of actually sort of whinging at a few of the shots now. Like he's saying, "Oh, woe is me" type of scenario, and that can drag you down. He needs to sort of like be a bit more positive. I think he's thrown away a couple of frames in the last 3 or 4, and he's feeling a little bit hard done by. But
He's all right here.
he's all right. He's all right. But
I think the top yellow passes the black to bottom right, which opens the yellow up to the bottom left.
Is the wrong? I don't know.
He's stood in towards the blue spot here, I think.
Yeah, he's played that
Played it
nice.
well.
Played it nice.
Might have gone a bit too far. He wanted to be low on this yellow, because he can't get on the yellow now to the
No.
bottom left.
No.
So this could go wrong now. As I said earlier, he needs to pay a bit more attention to details, because a lot of the times on his dishes he has
Sean
gone
Ash,
the long route.
Sean Ash, evening lads, evening Sean. Good to have you on the
evening,
stream.
Sean. The guy who's never lost a money match, I believe.
Ever?
Picks his games well. I think he was the
Played that nice.
I'm not sure. Was he the conqueror of Rich Cox? I don't know. I could have him mixed up with someone else.
Big win that is. Big win for Sean. If
Massive.
he's
I'm not sure.
If he's beat the money master Rich Cox, to be honest with you.
Or is it the game that didn't happen? I don't know. I don't follow everything that happens. And if I do, I'm like a goldfish.
So he's got to play a good one here. He's got. Can he? I think he's got to go 2 rails here. Land on the bottom. Come off the bottom. Side, bottom.
Oh, I
if he
think
can get
Shaw.
there.
In fact, Shaw might be the guy
Is
who
it deep
beat Scott
screwing?
Smith.
Oh, he's deep screwing.
He needs a flick. I don't think he's got a shot.
Again. He ain't got it again. Has he got the double, Joe? I think he might have the double.
Yeah, that's the only shot
That's the only shot he's got. Again, he's played a loose shot and run out of position, and this is the result, unfortunately. That's close, though.
It's
That's
there.
close. That's a great shot. That's a great shot. Does it go to the bottom corner?
Just needs to compose himself now. I know who you are now, Sean. I was getting you mixed up with someone else.
Potentially. I think it does looking at that angle.
I know you took on hard
I think
matches
it
to
does.
start with, like Wash's mate, whatever his name is.
Yes, it's in. Giving it the big un.
Big in there.
Giving it the big un.
What the hell's Wash's mate called? I played with him for years. For God's sake, what's his name? Got a weird name, short name.
Kez.
No. Played with us on a Wednesday.
With us?
Dane, that's it, Dane. I couldn't think of his name.
Dane. He was great, he was.
Yeah, I think he wanted to test himself, Sean, in that match, knowing that Dane's the better player. He wanted to see where his game was at.
Dane won, did he?
Yeah, I think it was a heavy scoreline.
So 8-7, Washy breaks. Not a good break again. Not a good break. I think that's dry.
Yeah, you could. I think you could question the racking, because
Well, you've got to really.
They're not splitting a lot from round by where the black is.
4 balls past the middle.
I know. If I was them, I'd just push them half an inch a bit higher, just so they sit better.
And tilt them to the left a little bit.
You don't need
Pretend
to
you're
tilt 'em.
spennies or something.
Just half an inch higher. It'll help them split. It's not cheating. Let your opponent do it as well. You don't want to see frames like this all the time.
Yeah.
It's not to the quality that the last match that we commentated on, Reggie Gill and Jenks.
No, there was more
Just-
breaking dishes in that match.
It's not got that atmosphere, has it? That tension.
So,
There's not the grudge between these two either.
no, there was a bit of
These two get on pretty well, I think.
So again, Ash is in first, and the balls are not not too bad. Again. He's going to watch his work, does he? Again.
I think he's alright. He's got them onto the little opposite middle. I think he can run the white through. Just gently past the yellows. Oh, he's going to hit the yellows, but he's got a shot.
Yeah, still played it well. But these two are still awkward, Joe. And I think he's dead straight on that red, looking at it.
I'm not sure how he gets around there for them.
No, more me.
Can he stun run through with right hand side?
I think he's going to have to.
And widen the angle and run round two.
He's going to have to, I think. I can't see any of the shot.
Or he could come back to where he is now and play a double. Or play the double now.
He's striking eye on the white.
He just played it with top. He needed to stun run through that with side.
And again, he's landed in no man's land.
He's played that with top and side, and I don't think it's widened the angle enough.
And even playing with top and right hand side, they need to ride it off. So again, Washy's got half a sniff here. And the balls are nicely positioned. Even if Ashley hits these, you know, there's an easy snooker on for Washy.
They're relatively easy for Washy. He doesn't make some. He'd be looking to try and cover the top left-hand pocket at least.
Is he off?
Is he off? Is he?
Oh,
he's not got the pocket either.
He was worried. Yeah, I think Washy
should go up the table first, get rid of them two, then take the one in the middle and come down south.
Well, the way he's been playing, you would expect him to play a snooker, but you know he's got to knock him in eventually. It's not a good shot, is he?
He's alright.
I know he's alright, but
I know what you're saying, but nothing to worry about.
This is the one.
Just roll this in, take the one to the left of the black.
I think there's trickles, Joe, to be honest with you.
He's
got the one to the...
And then just follow through and play the one to the bottom right, then the one to the middle.
Yeah.
Just keep it simple. Don't try and do too much.
I think he could drop. Didn't think he could drop on that one, but quite clearly he could.
Oh, he had an
He's under it there.
Middle back next.
I think he was playing on the bottom rail though, wasn't he?
I think he'd have liked to have gone through another inch
Yeah.
or two there.
Yeah.
But I still think he can roll this in and hold for the one to the corner. Yeah, he was alright.
So it's looking like 8 each. It's you win one, I win one, the way it's going. Will it go to a decider? That's
I'm
the
not
question.
sure if a break scheduled. Yeah, Ashley's just saying fag, so
it looks like we're going to have
a 5-minute break.
5-minute break for a squiggerette. So get yourselves a cup of tea.
And I'm going to watch this dog in 6 minutes' time.
Cup of coffee.
That I'm going to lose some money on.
Have you got any comments about the first 16 frames?
Tom is liberty.
Throw them out there. Joe's talking about his dogs again. But
I am at work. I'm working for free here, and I'm
I'll
trying to actually make some money.
I'll have a night off.
Never.
So the stats are on the board. Ashley's had 2 breaking dishes. Washy's had 1. Ashley's had 1 reverse dish. Washy's had 2. Ashley's had 3 dry breaks. Washy's had 1. Ashley's had no fail breaks, and Washy's had 1 fail break. Relatively even Stevens, but to be fair, I think the table needs a brush and an iron for the next stage, because I think the balls are not breaking as well as they should. I think somebody needs to get out there and give it a brush. A mid-term, I think Joe needs to go out and find out where Washy's t-shirt was from.
No, we'll wait till the post-match interviews. We don't want to put him off his stride.
We do.
You go and ask him.
No, I'm scared. So Jace is out there brushing the table. I think it needs it because the balls are not breaking well at all. Like I say, in 16 frames we've had 3 break dishes, which just shows the ball's not breaking well.
I wouldn't look into that too much, the way Ashley hits them though.
No, but you should still.
He doesn't hit them well.
You know, you'd expect Washy to get more than 1 break dish, wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
Variance, it happens down. Sugar.
You'd expect Washy to have more than 1 break dish, though, wouldn't you? I mean, I know Washy's not eaten particularly hard himself, but
I'm surprised he hasn't tried a cup break.
I mean, I know he's been breaking with that pub queue. He broke a couple of frames of that pub queue because his tip fell off, which has probably been the most exciting thing in the frame in the match up to yet.
He's had one break dish, and it wasn't when he used the queue out the rack.
That's a good point. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Maybe he's not quite timing on right because of his own tip. Who knows? He might be in his head slightly.
Yeah, potentially.
He's the main money man in the building. Good evening, Richard Cox. Was you not playing Mark Wood tonight? I'd like to know how you got on there, or if it happened or didn't happen. There's a couple of people asked the question. Nobody knows anything.
Trying to line up a new opponent, Rich, for your next one. There's plenty of people on here that are sort of ready to give it a go.
Jason has done as Kez requested and brushed an eye on the table, and already you can see all the finger marks coming out and looks like a brand spanker.
It needed doing, totally needed doing, because although the table's fast, because the table's fast, you'd expect balls to be flying all over the place.
Of course you would.
And they're not. They're just, the last break 4 above the
on a table
back.
this fast, a soft break should still be pretty efficient.
Yeah.
As I said, I think it's the racking. I don't think they're racking them well. Maybe change the triangle. I'd be sulking. Right, I'm just calling Mr. Lee Washbrook over now.
Mid-match interview.
Mid-match interview, Mr. Lee Washbrook. Can I see the tag on your T-shirt for the fans, please?
We've had a poll. Is it Matt Allen?
It's from Next.
No, it's Tesco. It's Tesco.
He's just informed me it's from Next. So he thinks it's from Next, but he's not sure. But
anyway,
it's from Next, people. Everyone wants to look like your Washy. They're all saying, "What an amazing T-shirt."
Can we have a quick question?
They wish they had the swag like you.
What
from
do you
Next,
think,
people, if you want to.
What do you think the breaks ain't going very well? There's only been three breaking dishes between you.
I'm breaking with half a tip.
Is that still the problem?
No, it's alright. It's just I'm scared to blast it, like, you know what I mean?
You've been using a pub queue, you need to break, so. Only one break. You broke a dish on that one as well. So.
Oh, game's back on.
So game's back on. Ashley's breaking. Jason's been out there and brushing on the table. It looks absolutely mint again.
That's broke a lot better.
Yeah, there's
the whole
2,
pack's
4,
moved.
5 to 6.
He hasn't got a ball, but
that's because of the way he's hitting it. He needs to have a word with himself about that break.
He hasn't hit it that well, has he?
No, not at all. That's a poor. Again, that's a poor effort on the break in front. But the Reds have sort of popped out. I think Washy's going to take Reds here. I think he's
I've got to watch this dog race now. Get this Thomas Liberty out of the boxes.
So if you've took Joe's advice and back this dog in the 842,
I'm not going to put you away. I've saved on 3. 8 to 1's a bit too big.
Yeah, if you took Joe's advice, the dog's about to be on the move. Is the air on the move, Joe?
No, not yet. We've got a minute yet.
So we'll give the outcome of the race.
Is Washy getting these?
In the meantime, I think he's nose landed on that one down the rail. I think these are sort of like ploppings for Washy, to be honest with you.
He's played that well.
He's just got to get on the black, and I think he's going to get on that.
He's leaving the one over the corner to last, thread it in between the 2 yellows.
I could have gone a little bit better, but I think Washy does these. Yeah, if you heard about, we asked Washy a question about the breaks because there's not been very many break dishes. There's only been sort of like 3, and Washy's still playing with a tip that's not what it should be.
It's perfect there. Just trace the right hand side.
He's saying there's a chunk out of his tip, which is not helping matters for him. But I can see him getting these. I think he's lining up the double. He's just got to land on it. That's what he's got to do. He's taking that to the middle now. He eyed the double up initially, but he's having a little Roy smile on his face there because I think he was thinking of playing the double.
Go on, Tommies.
It was either a Roy smile or he was on a bit of a stroke or something. But yeah, that's
not going.
That's a dish for that's a reverse dish. It's a reverse dish.
I think 3's dodging.
What you backed?
Well, 2 and 3, but
one's on the move.
One's done them both.
One's done them. Oh, the line.
More money gone.
So
3 was dodging 2 there. And what is that? The first time Washy's hit the front in the match?
Yeah, it very much might be. Yeah, it very much might be. So yeah, Washy's capitalised on what can only be described as a feeble break by Ashley. He needs to have a word with himself, because that break just ain't working at all. If Washy crunches these and gets them quite quickly, Ashley could find himself 3 down here. But dry break again for Washy, and he's just looked at the commentary box with that wry smile on his face and said same old, same old. So it's Ashley's turn to try and knock these in, get the frame back, get it back to levels. It'll be interesting to see what balls he takes here, but I think he's going to take yellows. I think the one on the bottom cush goes past the red into the bottom right hand corner. So yellows is the way forward here. The only stumbling block is the black, maybe. Might have been worth playing the shot there just to flick it out, but yeah, that's the awkward ball now. Top of the middle of the top cush. He needs to land on that. Especially with this table, he needs to hold on something.
Is the black go bottom right? Can we press the 3 and have a look?
I don't think it's close, Joe, but I think the red just slightly in the way. Has he played that? Oh, again he's had a bad run of the ball there. But again, if he's playing it like that, he perhaps needed to play a little bit harder, just in case he did get that kiss. If he kisses that ball another turn of the white, it knocks on the top rail and he's on it. There was always that chance he runs in behind it. Whether he can get the one to the middle is another matter. If he does, he can't get back onto that red on the top rail. Again, throws his hands up as if he's been unlucky, but it was the shot before that that's cost him that position. And if he tries to roll this over the hole, I can only see one place, and that's in the bottom of the tray. Oh, he's played a good shot there. The way they've been rolling in, I thought that was going to drop him, but he's played it well. Oh, uncharacteristical miss by Washy, but he's got away with that. I don't think he's left anything. Unless he can get to that yellow on the bottom rail, chop it into the corner with his other one, kill that bag. Yeah, he's played a good shot there. He's took full control of that bag. Washy had to play a very good skill shot now to get his red out and pot the yellows.
I'm not sure what Washy can do. Is he trying to screw into it now?
That's the plan by the looks of it. He's miscued. He's tips. He's looking at it. That ain't 2 shots. I think he hit the red first, didn't he? He hit the red first, yeah.
Hang on, we got a replay.
We'll just double check the replay.
We're watching it now.
No foul.
I don't think it's a foul. No, you hit the red there.
Foul.
You hit the red. Let's have a look at it. Let's take a photo. Get it on there. But
Washy's grimacing at his tip, saying stupid things. He's really not happy with it.
But to be sort of 9-8 up with a dodgy tip, that's a foul. That's a foul.
Ashley's called it.
Yeah. Fair play to Ash. He called that. So 2 shots to Washy. Again, Washy should capitalise on this frame from here.
This could be massive. Like 10-8 now, first to 18.
That's a great shot. He's played that really, really well.
He's got the back now.
Yeah,
got control.
I sort of still think
he's not going either. He's after 2 again.
Oh, fair play to him. This is uncharacteristical for Washy.
Have you lent him your book, Kez?
He did actually ask for some bedtime reading yesterday before the match, so I lent him my book of knowledge.
And he's got 2 again.
I think that hit the red, didn't he?
No, it's 2.
Did he not?
You pick the white up now and pot the yellow.
Oh, that was
Or
close.
is he just going to promote the red down the rail?
Frozen.
Oh, yeah. So Washy again is in full control of this frame. He doesn't need to do anything silly, play any daft shots, just plinky plonky him over the holes, to be fair. Leave Ashley nothing, as he has done there. It's just an easy frame. if Washi loses this frame, then he won't shooting, to be fair, but we'll see. I don't think I've ever seen Lee Washbrook play as many snookers as I have tonight.
Has he got the cutback double on here and screw the white into the area off the top rail? I'm not sure, but
He's got more likely to take it into the top bag. It's double into the top bag.
He got close to the double. The cue ball was no good anyway.
No.
Needed to be crashing into that problem area.
And again, Washi just takes control. There's
I think
no need for him to do anything.
Does the red go past the yellow? I don't think it does.
No,
to plant.
no. I think it'll double kiss. So
Is he just getting the one off the rail now and possibly snookering him on the open yellow? There's not a skill shot on for Ashley.
No, you can leave the one on the bottom rail, can't he? Because he ain't playing a skill shot, and if he plays it, it's going to be 2 shots. So I'd be happy leaving him there. I wouldn't think it was world rules, but
That'll do, Washi.
I think
He's looking at the skilly, but
I think you can see the one on the left-hand side, yeah. You can see the ball over there on the right-hand side. I wouldn't even be contemplating this at this minute in time. There's no need to.
If he's feeling like he's got a force issue, I would feel. Can he pop the one top left and screw a bit of bottom right hand side off the side rail, then come across to where he is now, then back across like a Z?
Like a Z?
You know what I mean?
Like a Z?
Like across there, then back there.
That's a V you point at. Do you mean a Z?
No, look, it's 1, alright, a Z, and 2, 3, like a Z.
Like Zorro.
Obviously he didn't try that anyway, it probably wasn't on.
Cutting edge English grammar from
I
Joe
play a lot of the word games, don't I? And they're all American, so it's a Z. A to Z.
You do the math.
My boy lollipop.
So Washi again, is he going for these? I don't think he needs to, unless that red plays the plan.
Is this a regular thing, Money Match Central here? Lots of games on, or is it just for tonight?
Oh, that's a nice shot by Washi. Nice shot. If he gets 2 shots here, I don't know if Ash can get through that gap and play that, but if he gets 2 shots here, just bumps the one off the bottom rail, flicks the one by the yellow, rolls him in.
He might even pop the open yellow and wait even longer.
He might. I'd be very surprised if he did.
I expect him to get out of this.
I expect him to pop this and leave him in a world of trouble.
No, he's left. This is perfect.
Yeah, he's played it well.
It's brought him half a chance now because he's going to get a shot now to,
skill shot,
to play the crash.
Crash Bandicoot.
Or has Washi managed to cover him? And he hasn't. It's so deep in the pocket though. I can't see how we can play this.
Well, he can flick the yellow. If you can hit that yellow first, Joe, you sort of be playing that, didn't you?
I'll tell you what he could do here, Kez. He could
Tell
play
me, Joe.
Sort of play the skill shot.
Off
if
the
it's
yellow?
not on, yeah, the yellow through the
right
red.
hand side.
And take the white up and try and pop the one over the bag.
Yeah, right hand side off the one on the bottom rail.
Right, yeah.
Up past the black.
This wouldn't be far away.
This would be a great shot if he gets it.
No, he hasn't got the right hand side on the cue ball.
He played that so bad.
He actually played the yellow well, because if he potted the ball up the top left, he had a shot, but it was the only shot he had on. He had to take it on.
Yeah. It was a skill shot, chance of winning the frame. Didn't come off. It's going to cost him, to be fair, but he got no other option, I don't think.
There's no defensive.
So Washi looking good for taking a 10-8 lead. I can't see him missing these, but he's sort of been a tad fortunate there, should we say.
If that throws on the rail, it could have just made it missable. Not that you'd expect him to miss it, but
that needs to bounce. A little bit straight there.
I don't think he can get nice on the black. I think he might have to take the black off the rail.
It looks a little bit straight. I mean, he could run the white through and leave himself sort of like breezing over the pocket, but I can't really see the angle.
No, he had the angle. Yeah. It was back on the cush.
Just caught the so nasty.
These are missable.
Pressure shot. This is a pressure shot now.
This is massive in the match here. Too clear or level again.
The context, yeah, 10-8 or 9 each.
He's nailed it.
He's
He's cued that well.
Absolutely nailed it. Brilliant. Twiggy's joined. Twiggy's on the stream.
Afternoon, Mr. Twig. Or evening.
Poundland Ed Sheeran, as he was called down Yarmouth once, which made me chuckle, I have to say. But yeah, welcome to the fray, Ian. Twiggy, you're not got a money match soon. I'm sure he's got a money match soon, ain't he?
I think he's arranged one.
Who are you playing, Twig? You got a money match soon, ain't you?
I don't think it's any time soon. I think
It
he's
is.
got time to
I'm sure
practice.
it is.
He ain't been playing.
He don't need to.
He's the worst Smith without practice. He's the best Smith with practice.
Sue's the best Smith
He's a weird child.
out of all of them. Yeah,
Mem-
fucker.
He was. Remember the year I run the Wednesday team and Twig was playing for us. He was brilliant that year.
He
But I've got people moaning now about the dog loser. It happens. It happens.
Yeah,
It
Marcus,
happens a lot lately. Look,
there's a lot of people not a fan of Washy, but he knows how to finish him. He really does. He's not a popular man, but he knocks him in. I told you. When's that match, Twig? When you're playing Sean Ash? What date?
I don't know what's going on here. Has Washy gone to the... Ashley's back.
So, 10-8 to Washy after a decent finish. There'll be another good match on the stream
4th of May.
for the people out there. Sean Ash versus Twiggy Ian Smith. And Theo, I may very well be on the comms. It's
I
just...
would,
is that bank holiday weekend?
I would put Twiggy a
Is
big
he?
favourite for that match. An informed Twiggy, but I know he hasn't been playing much and he's garbage when he's not in form. He's two different players, Twiggy is. The Twiggy that turned up against Shaky the night I put all his money up was amazing. It's one of the best performances I've ever seen in a money match from one of the lads. He barely missed the ball, but I've also seen Twiggy not being able to pot a ball all night.
Evening, Theo. Good to have you on the stream, buddy.
Cheers, Theo. Nice to see Kez and Joe.
I think Theo knows who's the best commentator out of the two of us, Joe. Just saying.
It's just biased because you played with him.
So 2, 4, 6.
3 starts fair to go, to be
Ash is
fair.
on yellows.
Changes the complex of the game.
So Ash has gone a bit negative here. Perhaps quite rightly with the yellows at the top bag, but he's actually left a massive bag there. Big bag, and I think Wash is just torn up his reds here because I think he'll play that and fetch it out. But, that's a decent shot there. He's unlucky there, Ash. He's unlucky. So Ash has been unlucky there, I think, to be honest with you. But he's gone from being negative to playing a really positive shot. So very interesting.
Wash is big favourite for this frame again.
How did
From
Rich
this
Cox get on?
position.
Did he actually play?
I don't think they played. Does anyone know how Rich Cox got on against Mark Wood, or if it even happened? I know Woody was after backing, which probably struggling to get last minute notice. And how he got on in that cabbage comp. So go on, my son. I've just got a bit back.
Ash has fetched his bad yellow out, which puts Wash under a bit of pressure. But if that red still goes past that yellow, so I expect Washy to take these out. I think he takes these out and goes 11-8 up. That's my prediction. I think he's got his. That's a poo shot though. That's a poor shot. It should be nowhere near where he's there. So it'll be interesting which way he goes from here. I mean, he's still got to take the red into the top left-hand corner and come around the angles. If you can avoid the in-off, which I think he can. Yeah, that's a good shot. Has he got the angle? Has he got past the black? Has he got past the black? I think he's got enough there to swerve it round. Red off the yellow. And they play the red off the yellow into the other corner.
Sorry, I'm back with you.
He's been lucky there. He's found the gap there. That's lucky. And on little
dot to dot, yeah.
Little things like that change matches big time, and you know, and Ash can feel.
Yeah, we've got an update there. Rich Cox is 13-10 up against Mark Wood.
That little gap that Ash has found there, that Wash has found there. Sorry, has left Ash in his chair a little dejected. He looks a little bit down. His head's down.
Used all the pocket.
Shaking his head.
He's used all the
Again,
pocket.
Wash has got away with it, and
11-8.
Ash is feeling a bit dejected there. You can see it on his face. He's sort of.
He's shaking his head. He's got Parkinson's disease.
It's he can feel a bit aggrieved there, to be fair, because I think Washy's had a good bit of run there to get it up to 11-8. So I mean, there's 93 people watching. What are your thoughts on the match so far? Is Washy having all the luck, or is Ash playing shots that are a little bit strange, should we say? I don't know. I just throw it out there.
Washy's racked them up low. I can see the spot from where we sat of the front ball where it should be.
Yeah, he's got them well down. Washy has.
I'll be the opposite.
His break. Oh, his cut break. He's lowered the rack and cut break.
That doesn't make sense. You don't lower the rack to cut break. You hire it. But it's worked for him. He's dodged it all. He knows more than us.
It's one to keep in the locker, should we say? Because the way they've plopped out there, this is it's got 12-8 written all over it. This one. These are sort of like Peters for Washy. Old Mary Poppins, these are. I'd be very surprised if he misses these. Very surprised.
It's perfect on his only sort of problem area. Pop this, pop the other one, and come back down table.
Well, he can finish anywhere, Joe.
Oh, where's he gonna
What's he done there? What's he done there?
What the hell, Washy? I'm sure he could have played that playing ball. I think he's got away with this.
He's got away with it
because he's on the red with the cutback.
Yeah.
Why is he loaded that up with side?
Ian Smith, Joe's offering if you want to knock. £250 a man.
No, I'm at Cheltenham all week, Twiggy. I'm not about.
He needs to catch
I'm
someone
going
there.
Monday night and I'm working Monday day, so I won't be seeing anyone on any pool table or snooker table next week.
Running round the table and having a bit of run there. Old Washy. He's he struck that nicely though. Again, I can't see him missing from here. Craig, I agree with you. Washy had the look to start with. For about time he had a bit. Didn't have the look, sorry, to start with, but he's having a bit now. Yeah, I think the early doors
perfect
part of the match with his tip and what have you, he was
just pop the ball.
He was sort of looking for excuses, but now he's
can't miss that black.
Now he's flying, so yeah. Yep, that's a break dish, a dodgy break dish as well as he lowers the rack.
Dean's the crowd. Dean Britton saying to Ashley Radford, "You better cash out, mate. You better cash out." Basically saying it's all over. I think £1.22 back. The Nottingham crowd are awfully quiet. Pat Kelly's looking for the door.
This is a big frame for Ash now. Big frame. If he goes 5 behind, it's all over. race to 18, 5 behind. It's good night, Irene, I think, to be honest with you. Ash needs to get a couple of frames on the trot here to even get back into it. Claire Fletcher, Lee playing well tonight. He's played well the last 4 frames. The early frames, he was a bit tentative. As I've said, I've never seen him play so many snookers in my life. He sort of weren't taking dishes out that he would normally take. He has got an issue with his tip. He's had to do a bit of repair during the match, so that's probably affected him slightly. But yeah, I agree with the last 4 frames. He's been playing really well. So it's a massive frame for Ash. This massive frame.
This is one of them dishes that aren't easy. Like
no, he's got awkward balls, hasn't he?
He's broke. He's got one, and he'll feel like it's slightly against him at the minute. You see his washy break and get tap-ins, and then he's coming to the table where he's scratching his head of which way to go. And
he's trying to force things.
Awkward.
I think he's trying to force something.
Oh no,
he didn't want that to go. I don't think. If he did, then he's committed to the dish here. He's got one awkward ball in the middle of the table. Does it get to the middle? Maybe. If he does, he's got to take it now, I think. Especially if that yellow goes to the top left-hand corner.
2 shots time, isn't it? Someone just knocks the camera.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, people. Table looks a bit bent now.
He's played that well. So he's got a tough shot here.
We'll try and get the camera straight and back up because it does look a bit irritating, especially to my OCD.
He's got a tough shot here. He's got to take this. He's got to run through. He's got to leave it on the bottom left-hand table as well. Look.
No, he's
up off it, but it's in. Oh, I thought that was in. This is it. This is the match right here. If Washy dishes these, I think it's over. If Washy dishes these, there's no coming back for Ashley.
You never say never in money matches, Kez, but it is a tall order.
You know what I mean?
His demeanour at the minute as well.
Washy 5 in front, and the way you can see Ashley's demeanour, the way he's sitting in the chair, he's sort of slumped in the chair. He's, like you said earlier on, he was looking for a dish. He's tried to force something, didn't get it, and Washy's going to capitalise.
Yeah,
and five behind. I'm sorry, but I can't. From what I've seen in the first 20 frames, I can't see.
He's not showing any gear,
no.
is he? No.
I can't see Ashley coming back enough. Lord of Averages says Washy's going to have enough in him to win enough rounds to take this match. And this will knock Ashley even more, I think. He was first in. That shot into the top corner. He gets that, he's got a chance to mash, and Washy's just took them out in a matter of seconds.
Leon Paul, it's Mr. Kez Cresswell and Joe Hutton, myself, in the com box to Wolverhampton lads. Sort of came up, not with Washy, but we're from Washy's way. Fancied a night out. Love getting in the box.
I think that's it for me. I think Washy takes it from here easily.
Ashley's got to win 10-4 from here to win the match. So
yeah, that ain't happening.
It's a tough ask.
There's no 10-4 from here.
Washy's very confident at the minute. He's cut breaking again. Again, I can see the spots of the balls are slightly too low, but
and again, it's worked out for him.
He's got a ball and the spit.
Where's the black going? Oh, it's pulled up. It's pulled up. He'll be happy with that because the Reds again's rolling, and there's a case to take the yellows as well. So it'll be interesting.
I think the red goes past the black. I'm not sure. The one closest to the blue spot. It's just looking now.
If the red goes past the black, it's Reds. If not, he takes the yellow to the bottom. Because the two at the top of the table are not particularly in a bad position because you can fetch him off. But Steve Sears is on the Kez and Joe. Praise the Lord.
Hello, Steve. Looking forward to seeing you, pal, in a few weeks at Yarm.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
It's been a while.
It's been a while for me now. Waterworld, if you're thinking.
You've jacked in Yarmouth, haven't you, with the lads, Kez?
Yeah, I have. I'm going down in the 3-man to try and put right what happened last year. I won't dwell on it too much because I've still got a little bit of sick in my mouth. But yeah, I'm going to try and put that right. But yeah, not Super League. I'm not going down Super League. Not going down County. Not that I ever have. But this is 14-8. Wash ain't missing these.
Run this round with a bit of right hand side, I think.
Yeah, it's over.
He's played it well. He's playing for it long. I thought he'd have gone round 2 cushions for middle back.
He's flying though, do you know what I mean? This is sort of like this is the Washy of old, eat. Oh my God! And then he goes and does that. Well. That's all I can say to that. That's all I can say to that. I didn't expect that from Washy at all. But
you should have said, I
like
can't
you
believe
said,
he didn't
Joe.
run it round 2 cushions and just tap it into the middle.
Yeah, but it's like you said, Joe. Never say never in a money match. But this is massive. He's got to bring these off. He's got to get them right. He's got to finish them.
If there's obviously with what score line Wash is on, that could be a turning point. But that is, oh my God,
that is such a bad shot.
Oh my God,
that's such a bad shot. He needs now to play a
with
containing safety
with
shot.
a ball in hand.
Get another 2 shots. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. That just shows a lack of confidence, though, I think.
His confidence is drained.
Yeah, he's shot. His confidence is shot. He's thinking sort of the world's against him, the balls are against him. He just needs to. He needs to win a frame somehow. Yeah, that's a decent shot. That's a decent shot.
Yeah, we had Mr. Craig Laker in the building earlier. Absolutely steaming he was. I think he's disappeared now though. Just playing a little containing fudge. I think it's good. Block the up and down as well.
Nuts. Kanaka that was. That's Kanaka. Now don't pick the white up here. Don't pick the white up. Just bring that one off the cush. Just bring it off the cush out. No, don't do that. What you done that for? You think it's perfect? Why have you done that? Just bring it off.
Just double kiss it off. Just played it down to the bottom.
Yeah, but there's no need, was there?
I'd have left it by the middle bag.
I'd have just chipped off and left
it
on all of them.
The middle.
It's just, again, that's not just thinking right.
It don't matter anyway, Kes from here.
Well, it shouldn't, Joe, but that's just like a lack of thinking, eh? Do you know what I mean?
The tap-ins.
Leon Paul, Joe, go home. I think that comment's for you.
It's not.
I think it is, Joe.
You think it is, but it's not.
Leon, I hope it's not because he's taking me out as well.
So Kes has got to get his lift home yet. So
it's a long walk from here.
Heated seats on the way home or walking in the cold.
Yeah. But this is a big frame for
if
Ashley.
there's a turning point, this could be it.
If there is a turning point, this is it. This is it. So he's got to try and compose himself now. Get a bit of confidence from that. Break and dish here.
When I'm a neutral like I am, I always like to see decider. So I'm hoping for a mini comeback. No offence to Washy and his backers. Well, Craig Blackford, but we always like.
Is that Craig Blackford sitting over there?
No, that's his mate.
Is
Blackie don't go
He's
anywhere.
got another mate.
You what?
He's got another mate.
Wow. I think he feels sorry for him. Washy's grimacing, looking at me, shaking his head.
This has got to be a breaking dish for Ashley to get. And again, he's babbied it. I mean, come on, Ash, have a word with yourself, mate. You cannot.
Is that his cue power, or is he electing to soft break?
Oh man, that's just like, that's criminal. Criminal, that is. You know, you got to produce something, and you sort of like, you slap it like that. That's just.
These are there as well.
I mean,
the ball's there right next to the kick-off. His bad one.
Yeah, you expect him to get him, didn't you? Again.
2 shots time. Tap this in the middle, then kick out his bad ball.
As long as you don't find the middle bag.
I don't think this can go wrong here.
Craig Blackford gives you the middle finger, Joe.
Hi, Blackie. Oh, he's missed.
Oh, and he's left the rifle down the rail.
Down the rail
It flies down the rail off the yellow. Absolutely flies down here.
A lot of work to do here, though.
Joe, Leon said it was for Ashford, not for you. I'm a little disappointed, I have to say, but
Not everyone's a nasty guy like you, Kes.
I'm a lovely guy. A lovely guy.
Even Steve Sears says, why is he breaking like that? He's played this well.
Steve, we can't answer that, mate. We really can't. He's done it all night. He's sort of...
He's a bit unlucky with his cue ball.
You know, it's... You've got a table that's running like glass, and you're tapping them. You know, you need to be bashing these and just let them go. You know, takes them 5 minutes to stop, and he's babby arming them.
And you're likely to get a ball then as well.
He's making it so hard for himself. It's untrue. And he's left him a shot. He's left him a chop across there, and if he gets that, he's done.
Then pretty easy now.
He's done. Washy does these. Absolutely does these.
It's just getting this right. This is the only shot I feel that could go wrong.
Bottom right hand side, just
it's coming round towards the blue spot, isn't it?
Slide it round. It's a little bit odd, but
no, it's all right.
It's a little bit ferocious. You say that, Joe, but easy.
You just take this in the middle and come off the top rail.
Oh yeah. It's as easy as that.
Bit of check side. He might elect to come down here first, but
I think he's taking the one in the middle, screwing up and down the table.
And you just take this and screw back to where he is now, roughly. Obviously, a few inches more would be perfect. He's absolutely nailed that.
Peter.
That is Peter perfect.
Peter.
Just roll it in.
That, I think, is 14-9.
Roll it in and be dead straight on your ball. Screw back 10 inches. Thank you very much. Another frame to Lee Washbrook.
Just screw back the length of my forearm. Yep, 14.
Yeah, there was going to be a mini revival. He needed that frame as well. The gap's just too big for me now to.
Joe, money going on Washy next week. If you want a little bet.
No, I don't gamble, Craig. Sorry.
He's not a gambler, Craig. I'll stand by him on that. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a character assassination by Craig there, saying you're a gambler, Joe.
Pathetic, ain't it?
Unbelievable. So yeah, 14-9. So Wash is 4 away. Let's see how he racks these balls up, because he's racked them low the last few.
I can't see the spot there. Nope, first time.
No, he's racked them proper. So does he still go with the cut break, or does he smash them straight forward in the face?
They've split that nice, the last 2 cut breaks.
He's doing it again. Oh, wait.
Yeah, he's cut breaking.
Yeah.
He's hit them a bit softer, I think. And he's not
got one. He got one.
Racked them low. If he racked them low, that ball would have gone in the middle, because he racked them high, it didn't go in.
Now, Ashley has got to roll these reds in, because they are absolutely perfect. Perfect.
You shouldn't be missing these, should you?
No, if he misses these, he needs to sort of like shake, wash his hand, and...
It's a terrible first shot.
Think, yeah, it's
all right. I think he can dink this in under the red, but...
You don't want to be playing them back close, though, do you? Sorry. He's got to be finishing these. The sort of don't get any ease in this. Oh, what's he done there? I mean, he's okay because he's got 3 balls to play with, but he's like screwed up the table rather than punching it off the side rail, is what I would have done. But
he's just lacking confidence.
Yeah. He's just it's like he's hoping to fall on one. Absolutely hoping to fall on one. He's played a good shot there. He needs to just steady yourself now. Drop that in the middle. Just give myself a shot on the black. Sit. Yeah. Stun that in. Just drop that in and give yourself a shot on the black. If he messes up from here, it's a bit of a poo showing, to be honest with you. That's okay. He'll be stretching and bridging, but it's okay. He just needs to met the pot. Finishing that gap.
Just give yourself a shot on the black. Don't try and do too much.
No. Just pot it. Leave it in that gap.
Screw it off the right hand side cushion and just come back out 10 inches. You might be able to run it through off 2, but...
Anything.
Just give yourself a shot on the black. He's played my shot. Everything's going up for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see him laughing.
A little chuckle to himself. Little chuckle.
He's got to cue this.
No, he bent his knees and everything. But it's in the middle. Oh, it's not. He bent his knees and everything. He threw his everything into that.
They're all saying this is a fix.
And
Banter,
I can see nothing but either. What on earth have you played there, you dingbat?
He's played a no respect shot there.
What an
he's
absolute
just thinking,
clown.
I'm going instead of
unbelievable.
Instead of edging his bets and playing a shot to nothing or something.
Washy must have him. Washy must have it 18-10 because that was just mental.
It's only a 4-frame gap. That could be gone in 6-7 minutes time.
Washy's played so many fudges tonight, and the time he should have played a fudge, he goes and does that. What on earth was that all about?
It is. It was disappointing. He's obviously feeling good, but
Craig Blackford, you need to have a word with your man.
It was the wrong shot.
You need to tell him there's a time and a place to play a fudge, and that was the time and the place to play a fudge. 15-9 that would have been. Would have been on for 10 o'clock if Joe put it in sport mode.
No,
he's actually hit that a little bit harder.
Yes, and
he's actually got a ball. Hey!
Yellows aren't too bad.
Well, it's one shot. Stuns that back 2 inches, drops that along the bottom rail. 3 plop-ins, get on the black.
I think he might have gone reds, but there's a couple of awkward ones. The top
the one on the side. The two side rail balls, and I don't think that one goes past the yellow to the top bag. It's tight.
I'm right behind it, and as you say, it's mega tight.
It's tight. Like he just needs to
get this right.
Yeah, that's okay. Take that. He might be able to run into the black here.
I think he's got to play a shot here. He can't just roll it in.
No, he can't roll it in. I think if he plays it, he might be able to flick the black here and still land on the one far left. But he can't afford to play this slow.
This is missable. Queuing down like he is. He's played that beautifully. Good queuing.
He's played it well.
Good queuing. He's not happy again. Puffing and puffing. Paul can do you like this, where all the fractions seem against you. We've all been
Jimmy,
there.
I'm not allowed to swear on the mic, so dingbat is the closest you're going to get to bell end. Jace has banned me from profanities. Not that I've done any. He's just banned me.
One good shot here, down to the bottom right. Just not a lot to do with the cue ball. Just concentrate on the pot.
Yeah, that's all he's got to do. 100% on the pot.
Hit it well.
That's a great shot. He'd have wanted that another inch off the cush there, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's running away from this, you know.
He's all right though. Just pop the ball and screw. And
could he flick it off the yellow? Just roll it through, flick it off the yellow.
No,
maybe,
he's actually leaving himself the right angle on his last yellow here. Leaving it fairly thin. Oh, he didn't need to. He's hit that a bit hard, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's still popped this. It's natural to get on the black now. Maybe a touch of right hand side.
I think it might have been worth him just flicking it off the yellow in and then just rolling it through.
He's just got to pop the ball.
Where's the white? Where's the white?
He's nearly missed the ball. He's on the black. He actually didn't need right hand side judging that.
Take your time. Use your 30 seconds. Mash it in the back of the pocket.
Nothing to do again with a cue ball. Just concentrate on the pot. Should be getting this.
It's there, and all of a sudden,
and there's a big fist pump.
All of a sudden,
there's only 3 in it. What at the end of the match,
Ashley's got a bit of confidence back.
Will Washley be ruining that poor shot selection of just thinking he can blast them all in?
I'm going beyond that, Joe. I think it was a lack of respect shot. That one where he should have snookered.
Has he acted like he's already won the match because he's 5 clear and he's not far from the winning line?
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Now another dry break here and dish. The pressure's on.
Would Washy have done that against somebody else? Neil Britton of this world? I don't think he would he?
He's reverted back to the low pack. I can see the spot again.
Yeah, he's racked him low.
Probably don't look low on the streams, but they are an inch low.
Is he off? Ooh, it's close.
And he's got a
red. He's got a red.
And not.
Oh.
That yellow's just gone on to spoil tricks. Then not. There's a tiny bit of work to do, not much.
Should play the yellow into the top left-hand corner and split it out now?
No, you're going red. You're potting bottom left here. and I think that 2-ball plant will go in off the yellow. You can see where what I'm looking at, and open, and go in off the yellow and open up the other red.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You don't really want to hit the yellow. You'd rather hit the red past the yellow, but it's going to open it up. There are occasional yellows, like you say. Could try and get into it now, but it's reds for me all day. He's put the cue ball perfectly. I'd be playing that plant now in off the red and yellow.
That's not very fair.
I'm assuming he got that, Joe. I was being heckled from the sideline.
I ignore them. They're all beards in, brains out.
They've all sort of got web feet and toes from around here, haven't they?
I wouldn't go that far, but
He did earlier on.
they're an ugly bunch.
He did earlier on, just saying.
He might be able to play this one closest to pocket direct off the red and open it up rather than playing the plant.
He's sort of got to now, isn't he? He's sort of got to. Oh, what's he doing there? That's just too flamboyant, eh?
He was on, but
that's just like. That's just watch this for a shot.
My shot was loads better earlier.
Because if he catches the yellow, he's heading towards the top left-hand bag anyway.
If he hit the yellow thin, the yellow's still sticking on the red. He's got no shot.
And he catches it thick. He's behind the yellow instead of in front of it like he is now.
Yeah, maybe
shocking.
He probably didn't see my shot and missed the trick there. Sure, it was.
I think that was just a. Unless he did play it and he played a bad shot.
No, he was perfect on the plant 2 shots prior.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that shot he played there, perhaps he did mean to play the shot that you said.
He went.
And he played a bad shot.
He's all right here. I think he can cut this in the middle with left
top left hand bottom.
Yeah, left hand side. Come off the side rail, bottom rail. It checks up towards the black. It's obviously tough, but he's looking at something else.
You just can't second guess Washy because he could just literally do anything.
He's screwing this. He's jacking up to hold. I'll tell you
What's he doing there? What's he doing there? He's throwing this away.
He's having a bad spell now.
Yeah, you know.
It's all come from that one shot.
He's letting Ash get back into this, and you know, if Ash capitalises on this one, I
fancy Ash to get these.
Yeah. The way they've played the last 2 frames, he's getting this.
He looks like he's got a bit more oomph around it.
He does indeed.
The table now as well.
I think he gets these, and then it's game on.
Just don't rush.
Yeah, just take your time, Ash.
That's what done him a couple of times earlier. Just rushed around the table, and the odd fraction went against him.
Get to your 30 seconds.
It's just about perfect.
Slow and steady wins the race. He could sort of play the double here, couldn't he?
Dot to dot. There's no need. It goes in the middle.
I know there's no need, but if you want to do a washer, you could play the double, couldn't you? Bit of flamboyance.
Just roll them in. It's perfect there. Just roll this in the middle. Nothing to do with the cue ball, so shouldn't miss the pot.
Washy needs to have a word with himself at the minute because he's just, like you say, Joe, he's took his foot off the gas because he thought he'd already won. And all of a sudden, I think Ash is going to give it the bigger ear, and quite rightly. And I think the crowd's going to have a bit of a cheer.
Was 5 in it to 2 in it in the space of minutes.
Yeah. And I think there's going to be some fist pumping going on here. Unless he plays that.
He needs that to slow up.
Unless
or
he
go.
Does that.
I think he's got luck here.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I think he can jack up here.
Hang on a minute.
He's got lucky.
Oh, hang on a minute. What? He shouldn't miss this, but when you're playing these shots, you jack it straight back up.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's doing all right. I can't believe give it the go on there. That's surprising. I thought he'd get it the big one there, to be fair.
Wow. Nah.
Hello, Dave Brooks.
Hello, Mr. Brooks.
Somebody just devil are you?
That's Rich Cox's opponent in November, £2 a man. Should be entertaining. Me and Kez will be on the mic for that if Mr. Jason Hurks is streaming it live from Midland Snooker.
There's been word, Dave, that everybody wants to see a money match between you and me for whatever people want to back us for. Best of 3 over 4 days. What do you say? Are we on or what? Oh, he's hit it hard. He's hit it hard and gone in off. But they're awkward.
So the way Wash is messed up, I don't fancy him here.
No, he's off the pace again now, isn't he? He's off the pace.
He's definitely off the bridle.
I mean, he's got the excuse of his chip, which he'll use obviously at the end.
There's
Win or lose.
It's no excuse. He was playing fine until that mad shot.
No, but what I'm saying, he's got a ready-made excuse if he wants one. It's no excuse because that shot he played that's cost him the last 3 frames, he needs shooting for. But he sort of needs to pull one out here. I'm sorry, but he needs
very busy in this club.
It is.
Very busy. But it is a small club, so probably seems busier because it's small. But it's very busy. What's he played there? Oh,
he's just played it to now.
It's the chicken wing. He's done the chicken wing.
He's played to smash it around the table, see where it ends up.
Wash is struggling here at the minute. The demons are coming in his head. He can just feel them.
Thanks, Danny. I know I'm your favourite commentator.
It's understandable. Danny knows what he's on about. He's all right anyhow, Kez.
So we'll just give for 3 days then, Dave. If fall's a bit of an issue, but we'll have a frame a night. One on the Monday, one on the Tuesday, decider on the Wednesday. But yeah.
And look at Mr. Brooks. Any excuse to tell people he's married. He never thought it'd happen.
Ignored him, Dave.
Finally felt someone that felt sorry for him.
Johnny Williams, we've been asking ourselves exactly the same things. What is Washy doing?
He's gone at the minute. That's only we can describe it. It's all stemmed from one shot, as I've already said once. I'm sorry for repeating myself. I do that a lot.
He played a shot as if he'd already won the match. And when he missed that shot,
I said straight away, didn't I? If there's a turning point in this match,
that was
could
it.
Be it. And
yeah.
it's
14-9.
It's happened. He's back in the match. Actually,
and he played. I've won this match already. Shot.
He's perfect here as well. He can get his bad red out. I think he can stun into the yellow. He doesn't need to whack it. You don't want to hit the. Oh, yeah, he's played that.
He's played that nicely.
Played that beautifully.
Nicely.
The whites come out as well.
And that's
he's got a choice of 3 reds here. Choice of 3 reds.
Perfect angle that. Nice little stun into the top left hand bag, top right hand bag as you look. Obviously, because we're a bit back to front here. Perfect.
This is going 13-14. Got not a lot to do here. Just come back 10 inches.
Oh my goodness.
No, he's perfect. He's played that well.
I thought he'd overhit that then.
I wouldn't have been striking it in that way. But
no, I wouldn't have been it in that manner.
It's all right.
But
oh, Dean's just
so Ash is right back in this.
He was on
absolutely. And the chants are coming out, the songs are coming out. He's right back in this game.
Washy's got a sort of manner about him that I could just see. He looks agitated out there now. He's
fidgety. He's fidgety, isn't he? He's fidgety.
He's not happy.
Must be the starch in that t-shirt. He needs a breaking dish here. He needs a breaking dish. If we don't get a breaking dish here,
no prizes.
I'm sort of erring on the side of Ash.
I missed the race. I wasn't going to have a bit anyway.
Erring on the side of Ash.
No prizes. I'm not getting involved.
Again, low rack, cut break. They're lower than they were the last frame.
5-4.
And again, he's sneak one in at the end.
4-7.
Sneak one in at the end. So he's dropped a yellow in. Will he take yellows or will he take reds? Reds look sort of favourite here, I think. Reds look sort of favourite. It's just whether he can put one. Can he get the one to the middle first? Maybe. Well. It's clearly seen something that we've not seen from this position.
I've got to work as well.
I think there's 2 yellows there for me that are a bit awkward.
Because I'm commentating, I just missed the winner. Sorry, people. Talking to talking to some idiots.
He's
Yeah.
he's landed on his two bad yellows. Brilliant.
On who at 4 to 5?
Brilliant.
Who Washy 4 to 7? And he's now you're not having it now that he's got tap-ins.
Does that go past there? It didn't look like it from here, but well, that didn't look like from here. But boys and girls, like I said before, we are 15 foot away from the table, but no.
This is the shot because
he should.
With
it's still a bit awkward.
With how fast the table is, and he's on the cushion, he can't really like
No,
into the
no.
red or nothing. So this is quite awkward.
If he finishes there, he might have a choice of two: one to the opposite middle and one to there.
Yeah, I think he's rolling it dead weight, but I think he's guessing with a cue ball here. I really think.
Unless he plays it hard and kicks the yellow by the middle bag.
He's half guessing with a cue ball
Is
here.
Oh, he's at the
He's
run
on the
there.
bottom one. I think he can get through to it.
Oh, knowledge from Washbrook there.
13-10 to Rich Cox. Last Phil Buckley heard. Yeah, I think that we heard that last time. We'll keep you updated if we hear anything from the match at Midland.
Here we go. Here's the shot. This could be the match right here. Yeah, he's played that well. He's played it well. Oh, this could be a break dish for Washy, even though he set the balls up low and cut break.
Just roll this in and run past the black.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all right. He's touched the black, but does it want to be Chinese?
Oh my! Oh, this is a little bit harder. And he's got it. He's got it. So 15-13 with the break and dish from Washy. I think that was very much needed from Washy. Absolutely, very much needed.
He stopped the rot of 4 frames. But it's still game on. 2 frames, gaps, not a lot in full.
No, and you know, what's that? 4-1? 4-1 in the last 5 frames.
Yeah, 4-1.
You know, so Ashley's got to take some heart from that.
Obviously,
Lord of Avs said he was going to lose 1 out of 5, but take some heart from that now and smash this. He's back in it. Oh, come on, Ash. Come on, have a word with yourself. Have an absolute word with yourself. You're like, oh, God, I don't want to say it, the missus harder than that, but you need to be smashing them, mate.
He hasn't
you
even got down
absolutely
on
to
it.
be smashing them.
He didn't even get down on it.
I don't get down on a wall break, bro. Oh, you're more than that.
You shouldn't be going in off on
No.
a controlled softer break, should you?
No.
Oh my
No.
God, that's poor. That is
No,
poor.
that is...
When Ashley watches this backlog, he will know himself.
Well, I would hope so.
He knows it's poor.
I mean, we've said it every break he's took, so if you listen to the commentary, he'll know that he's...
He needs to work on his break or find some other works. 'Cause it's not good.
You can't be playing for money and breaking all that. You're just handing the frames over to your opponent.
It might work for him at times where he's getting tap-ins, but
Yeah,
it's
it might
definitely
work for
not
him
working
in
tonight.
the league pool. It ain't going to work for him against somebody like Washy. You know what I mean? You're just turning the frame over to him, giving Washy a chance to bash him in first and foremost. You can't be doing that in a money match against a opponent like this.
Ashley's laughing.
Absolutely not.
Ashley's laughing about that, but it's a great shot from Lee. That is.
Yeah, Washy's played it perfect.
Opened the frame up beautifully, tap-ins.
Actually, sort of saying, you know, you was lucky. Well, I'm sorry, but he weren't lucky.
Washy's got his head back on here as well. Just
Yeah, he's had a couple of frames off. You know,
yeah, you're doing money.
he's been around the pub, eh?
Apart from the top machines, they just seem switched on all the time at this standard.
Nath, we're saying the same thing, mate. His break is appalling, absolutely appalling. You know what I mean? You can't be. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. I'll ask him in the after-match interviews if we do one.
Oh, he's perfect. But didn't quite get into that cue ball as he wanted.
So Washy's back at him after a fell break by Ash. I mean, I just want to go over, tap him on the shoulder, and say what you're playing at. You cannot be breaking that softly on a table this fast. It just don't work. You don't get a ball, or you're going off. You hand the table over to Washy, and he'll destroy you. And that's what he's done the last 2 frames. He had a walk round, I think, for the 5 frames before that. But you can't be turning the table over to Washy and leaving him like that. And now Washy's going to do him low, is he? Is he going to bring him back, do him low?
I tell you what, that is
Yep,
low again. See
that's
that
low
spot?
again.
If I could take a picture and show you, that is low.
You're right, Nathan. The balls wouldn't stop if you hit him hard, and he should have been. He should be bashing them 100 miles an hour. You know, Washy eating them soft. You know what I mean?
Washy's cut break's harder than Ash's front ball break.
Yeah. I mean that cut break. Look how many balls are past the middle bag. I mean I can't see because he's in the way, but you know,
They're not
2,
easy. These
4,
aren't.
6, 8, 10. You got 10. Two. Let's say the two in the middle, the two yellows. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 balls past the middle bag. You know what I mean? And Ashley's struggling to get forward to hit the cush. I think.
I'm not sure. Is he covering the bagger yet?
He's covering it.
Control.
If Ash learns
Yes, that's
anything
not bad.
from this match, it's his break.
Judging from Liam Stanley's comment earlier, it might always be bad because he did say he hits him like a girl and he's one of his teammates.
Well, if he does, then you know Liam's a very experienced pool player. You know, he's been there, done that. He's got the T-shirt. He's won more than most. He needs to tap this kid on the shoulder and say, "You need to bash this break," because it just ain't working. It just ain't working. That was a bit of Washy's yellows. 2, 4. Yeah. Did you? Great shot, Ash. Great shot. Yeah, there's a bit of a question there whether Ash played a foul, but it was actually touching ball. So although Washy's on,
which Washy said all right too, but then Washy
Yeah.
was saying, was that a foul?
Yeah. So Washy agreed that it was touching ball, and then playing mind games. But yeah, Liam, if you're still on the stream, mate, you need to tap this kid on the shoulder and say you need to either get to the gym or get an heavier cue and smash him as hard as you can, because that's what's loosed him down tonight.
He's in big control here, though.
But it's an easy skill shot, Joey.
Yeah, of course, but
Easy skill shot. And whether Washy's set that up there, I don't know, but it looked like he just missed it. I thought that was a poor shot, but he's left the easy skill shot. No, Nathan, it weren't a foul. It was touching ball on the it was touching ball on the red, apparently. So it weren't deemed a foul. I think Wash is just bringing his balls out here to get himself a shot at that easy skill shot. Ash's either got to do something about it because he can clearly see it's coming. Is he going for them? He may very well be.
Ash is only one skill shot away from getting these.
Even a skill shot, he could play the double if he lands on the top rail, can't he?
There's no need to do that. If he landed by the middle bag there, he could have thinned the red and potted the yellow and sent the white across and potted his yellow over the other side, crashed into them, because there's no danger of potting the black.
Yeah.
But he's playing your shot now, the double. He needs to pot the ball here. He needed that. That's a good shot. Well played. A miss there is leaving Washer the easy skill shot.
I sort of felt a little bit awkward into. I think it's still plopping, but I think it's a little bit awkward for him. But
yeah, this could go wrong.
Yeah, again, he's in trouble here because he's left Washy the skill shot. Washy could pot this, screw his bad yellow off, and then leave the skill shot till last but one, and the black's over the hole.
Might go into it now.
He's good. No. He'll pop these. The yellow potentially to the middle of his last ball. It might be his last but one now. That yellow stopped over the opposite hole.
He might fancy the leaving the black till last and get straightish on it and just pop the red over the bag and top the white through and hit the black again and knock the black in.
Yeah, that's a tough skill shot though. Do you think?
If you're dead straight, it's not hard, but if you've not got the right angle, obviously it's hard.
Yeah, I don't like that shot.
But is it? He
That's
needs that
shot.
ball in the middle till last.
Yeah, he does.
Say.
And
So
he sort of ain't going to be able to do it now.
Well, he's going to have to take it now. So you probably have to play my shot last. We'll see if he gets the angle.
He might be tempted to play the chop into the bottom right here. In fact, he's got to.
The chop's harder than it looks on stream. I'm right behind that. That's a tough shot.
Off the rail.
It always looks so much easier on the stream.
Looks easy on the telly, but
this is tough.
He's missed it. He's over chopped it.
That was tough.
It was a tough shot. Now, Ashley's got to capitalise on this, and he should capitalise on it because these are relatively straightforward.
I think he's perfect. I think he can screw across the face of the red. Pop the one over
I'll
the
tell
back.
you what, that's thin. That is, Joe. EA on that one by the black. I don't think.
If so, is he not? Oh, he's cutting it in the middle. He's all right.
If he finishes on the top rail, he's fine.
Oh,
hello.
Side on
Hello, here we go.
Needs this to slow up. Oh, it's gone and
my
gone and gone. Got
gosh.
this table at times.
Oh my gosh.
That would look perfect on the way up, and it just took off on him.
He's got to. I think he's going to jack his cue up here and just hope for the best.
I don't think he can. These rules because of the push shot.
Oh yeah, you're going to call that 100 mile an hour, aren't you?
It's not like world rules. They'll call a foul.
So, again,
This is just going to leave
Ashley's
Washy Chinese in the corner here.
had a relatively straightforward finish,
Oh, he could
and
play
he's duffed it.
He's got a double now. He'll take this. He's dead straight-ish on the double. I'm playing the double.
Oh,
For the treble.
He's gone for the treble. Oh, and he's missed. And Washy finishes these. Yeah, he finishes these. If that, it looks like the black goes past the red. I'm pretty sure it does. Then Washy's finished these. You know, Ashley's got a.
It's disappointing from the Ashley Radford camp there.
Yeah, they was Peters, weren't they?
He's probably going to lose his frame.
They were plopping them, and he's duffed it again. He's had 2 or 3 frames like that where
It's
he's.
disappointing for us neutrals as well that want to see a close finish.
Yeah. So this
There
looks
it
like
goes.
Washy's going to be on the hill. He's one away from winning this, and you know, in all honesty, I think he's deserved to. He's deserved to. Ashley's bashing his cue down on the table now. He's not happy. He's let an easy finish get away from him there, and instead of being 14-15, he's 14-16. He's
14, 13, 17. He's now on the hill, Washer.
yeah. But what I'm saying, if he's missed that easy finish, you know, if he gets that easy finish, he's what 14-16.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden it's game on again.
Let's see how he hits these.
And let's hope there's a bit of anger in this. He's hit him a little bit harder. You know what I mean?
Just with top. So
If
I don't think he can break. I don't think he's got.
If that's his angry break, then
Yeah, I don't think he's got the Q power
well,
because he's not hit a break hard all night, has he?
no, not at all.
He seems to have opened his arm up here as well.
I think he's sort of
Sort of loses
resigned the
stroke,
fact that he's lost, hasn't he?
He hasn't now.
I know he hasn't. You know, not till
I
the
know, but
final black's gone in,
you-
but
you-
that's what he.
You don't want that attitude, do you?
No, but that's to me. That's how he's playing. It's like, well, I've got nothing to lose here, so which he ain't, apart from 1,100 quid. But
Just needs the right angle to get the black out.
it was like in the last frame when
Can't be on the ball.
that white kept running and running and running. It was like, oh god, how unlucky is that? He weren't unlucky. It was
It's
a bad
not-
shot.
Yeah, of course, it's not unlucky, is
It
it?
was a bad shot. And
Totally
again,
agree.
again, he should be taking these out. You know, he's got to split the black up here. He should be coming. Again, you know, he's going
Look at now result.
so
I think that-
he's
I
he's
think
put his thumb up, but he's just not hit it hard enough again.
I think the fat lady's starting to warm up her vocal cords here.
Yeah. This is the beginning of the end. This one, I think. You know, he's got absolutely nothing here. Nothing. And that's, I
Not
think,
good.
good night, Irene, to be honest with you. But to be fair, Joe, we've got 112 on the stream, which is a good number. And thanks
Yeah,
to
it's
everybody
not-
for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. It's been the Pill's not been the
It's
toppest
not bad for a
quality.
smaller game, is it?
No, for a stand-in. You know, it's a good little number. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the poll. If you're an Ashley supporter, I think you'll be a little bit disappointed, stroke frustrated the way he's played. He's thrown away quite a few frames, and his break's been a bit. When I say a bit, a lot, sort of, I don't know, weak. I don't want to criticise him too much because he's standing there playing for 1,100 quid, but his break, he needs to improve his break, because if not, you just can't turn. You can't turn frames over to the quality of these players, because they'll just take it apart. Absolutely take it apart. Cheers, Sanj. Thanks, mate. We do our best. I hope you've enjoyed it. But I think this is where Washy finishes him off, shakes his hand, queuing box. Johnny Williams, thanks for that, mate. I'm glad you put my name first and then Joe's. It just shows that I'm number 1 and Joe's number 1.5.
You talk more than me, so
Oh.
you're entitled.
Oh my! Oh, I've had to talk more than you because you're bloody dog racing and horse racing and
I
whatever.
know, I'm working.
Working, aye.
Losing tonight. Losing.
working. Aye, aye. But here we go. The last couple of balls here for Washi.
Can't hide where you're from.
Washi. Knowledge.
We will try and get
Knowledge.
the post-match interviews with Mr. Cresswell and the players.
We will do our best. That's it. Game over. Well played, lads. Yeah, unlucky Ash. You need to work on your break, buddy. Washi, I've seen you play better. You know, you played some fudges in there, which was nice to see. But you also took your foot off the gas at 14-9, and that was not good to see. You know. A player of Ash's quality, who obviously is clearly capable, come back and took, 4 out of 5 frames. You're playing anybody else,
Yes,
you could have been losing.
Thanks for everyone for tuning in, obviously, and hopefully we'll get the players with Mr. Cresswell.
Cheers, Mitch.
I'll go and have a word with them.
If the comms have kept you watching, Mitch, then we've done a good job, mate. Thanks for the kind words.
From me.
So we'll try and get a post-match interview with the 2 players. See what their thoughts are, if they're up for it. I'll have a quick couple of questions and see what their thoughts on the match was. But, thanks for the support. I think we got up to about 115, which was great. The 67 that are still watching. We'll try and get a post-match interview. See what Wash's take on it is. See if his tip played a part. But. So Ash's joined us in the comms box. Put the sort of like it's better like that. So just a quick couple of questions about the match. Ash, where do you think he went wrong? The start. He turned your mic on as he's done you. He's done you.
Yeah, I was bad from the start. Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, we from here, it's sort of the biggest disappointment from us was the break. You seem just like tap break every break, which I don't know whether that's your normal break.
9-10 drives, didn't
I? 5, so it weren't as bad as you thought. But
he played all right, mate. I went very good. So.
I think we sat here and it was 14-9, and
I come back to 14.
You won 4 out the next 5, and we sat here and knowing Wash as we do, it was like you missed the black and he had an easy fudge, and it was like it was like well, I've already won this type of match shot. Do you know what I mean? It was like it showed a little bit of disrespect for us. So that's what we're seen it. And you come back at him, and then I think he sort of kicked on them last couple of frames, and he had a break dish, didn't he?
Yeah, and then I went dry.
You dried and he dished.
Yeah,
you went it off and he dished up.
Yeah.
So the turning point for us was sort of like midway. Was it 80 something like that? And then he kicked on.
Yeah, he did.
And then he was sort of.
You played well, mate. I was terrible.
Yeah,
no excuses.
you throwed away a few frames from what we've seen. There was a few frames there where you should have took them out, and then obviously the last few frames it was a bit like Maverick, because you sort of perhaps thought it was close to the end, but I think that could have been a lot closer.
It should have been a lot closer.
It should have been a lot closer. I think Washi was there for the tech-in tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And he's got away with one there.
Yeah, definitely.
All day long. But I mean, from what he said, sort your break out, and I think you'd have took it quite easy, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it was a good match. It was nice to watch, and we had quite a few people on the stream. I think there was 120 on the stream, so a lot of people shouting for you. So if you want to give them a shout out, go ahead.
Brother Bear, Jamie Boglock, tuning in. Sorry about that, but
that's cool. Do you know what I mean? That's cool. There's a lot of people.
Well,
there's a lot of people sit on here and they make comments and what have you, but they might not have ever stood out there for 1,100 quid. It's a totally different standing there. It's like me and Joe said. Well, we've never lost sitting here. Do you know what I mean? We've won the average and everything sitting here. It's dead easy, but for all these people that the odd comment here, well, come and have a go. Do you know what I mean? Stand in a room with 100 people glaring at you and miss a pot. It is indeed, but no, well done. I think if you get a rematch against him, sort your break out. I think you'll take it, to be fair. So,
cheers,
but no problem. Well played. Cheers. Right, we'll try and get the victor on. We'll try and get Wash on, see what his take on the matches, and see if he was as disappointed with his performance as Ash was with his. So, but right, here he comes. So we're joined by Lee Washbrook in the comms box. Right, mate. Well, at the end it was a good win, but the pool for your standard was a bit.
Pardon?
Your standard of pool was a bit lower tonight than we expected.
Yeah, I lost a lot of confidence. I went 4-1 behind. To be honest, the first frame, I showed you my tip, it was coming off.
Yeah, it was hanging.
I thought, you know what, maybe I'll get one game out of it and then take it off at the end of the game. But I think it was in the 5th frame, I tried to just cut that ball in the middle and flick the ball on the hole with side, but the right shot was to screw it in.
Yeah.
But I've tried to compensate for the thing, and then I've missed it by a mile. It's cost me the frame. That's what's put me 4-1 behind, and I'm thinking, it's got to come off. But fair play to Ron, he took my tip. He
put a bit of glue on it, did he?
He had 2 goes at it because it was only a little bit of tip left on it. So he had 1 go and it was still lopsided. He put it on straight, it was still lopsided because of WQ.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot better, yeah.
So, I mean, we watched the game from here, and we pointed out that Ash's break was really weak. And we thought, on a table of this speed, you've got to be bashing him. And, whether that's his natural break, I don't know. He seemed to think that, he does need to work on it.
I
But
think it was the first frame. The ball split quite open, and he seemed to take a bag and take another one. And I thought maybe just because it's a shorter race, maybe he doesn't want me to gain a bit of a flow, so he's just going to try and make sure of every frame.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's how he normally breaks, or I don't know, but I was struggling with my break as well, because I switched to the brake cue, and I thought I'd use that, but they didn't come out at all. Look, I got a break this from him, which was ironic, but I thought no. So I got a little bit lucky really, because I switched to the cut brake.
Yeah,
and to be honest,
we noticed that.
How quick the table was playing and everything.
That was coming out, weren't they? That was coming out
then
nice.
I started to take a few out there.
But I mean, if you look at the stats, I mean, 2 break dishes for it. You know what I mean? It's sort of like unlee Washbrook like that, isn't it? To be fair, you sort of, you take him out from everywhere, didn't you?
Getting older bit, because a few of the frames they were on, and I'm just.
He was fudging. I was proud of you, to be fair.
Well,
and then
maybe it's because I knew you using the commentary.
Got me telling you to fudge, but I mean, there was one point in the match where you was 14-9 up, and Ash missed the black, and you got what me and Joe seemed to think was a relatively easy fudge, and you went for a pot and missed it by a mile and left in the black.
Yes, yeah.
And that to us was sort of a not of it was sort of, I've won this match, I can't sort of lose shot.
Yeah, well,
and then he's won 4 out of 5.
For that period, I was playing a lot of the right shots and not going for them, but I got into a bit of a flow.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I ain't missed the ball for a few frames. I fancy this, but it was the wrong shot. But that's the danger when you play how I play. Sometimes it's very hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
And then, it's the wrong shot in that frame, but if I win 2 other frames before it's the right shot. It's catch-22, and I know myself, I'm always going to lose a few daft frames.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair to him, in that spell he played really well, and and I think it was 14.
I think 14, 13,
and then you broke dished. He went in off, and it was all over, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, he started he was playing I've got nothing to lose pool, which was probably right, but
what's different as well, I know it's only a few frames, but playing to 18, there's a lot more pressure on every frame.
Yeah, it's a short race, isn't it?
More significance.
Yeah, it's a short race, and we said that we said at the start, did that sort of unnerve you at the start? Do you know what I mean, that it was only a race to 18, knowing that you're relatively a slow starter?
Because I'm well known for starting really slow.
Yeah.
And I did again.
Yeah.
Tip or no tip probably made no difference. I ain't going to use that. I started slow again.
Don't use that again.
I think in the middle of the match I played some good stuff.
You did, yeah.
And,
it was just that 14-9 period where you seemed to go for a walk round and
I played the wrong shot, and maybe in my mind I probably knew it was the wrong shot as
well. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you've come, you've conquered, you took the money, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? So
I'm glad to be back playing. I had a bit of a break, and
yeah.
I went for a real tough time. I'm not quite out of it yet, but I'm starting to enjoy it again.
There's light at the end of the tunnel, either, mate. You know what I mean? There's always light at the end of the tunnel. So, but now keep going, keep playing these matches, and
keep commentating, mate.
I'll do my best, mate. You know what I mean? I'm your lucky charm. That's what it is. Played 1, won 1, ain't it? Well, 2. Played Govey. I didn't do the Govey match. You weren't streamed.
I just see you.
Do you know what I mean? I inspire you. That's what it's all about, mate.
All the trophies you've won, I think.
But no, mate. Well, I'll have a safe journey home, and well played, and we'll see you at the next one.
Hope you see you soon.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Gareth Higgins next week.
Right. Yeah. Is that streamed?
Yeah, it's going to be streamed.
Where's that at now?
We agreed at $3,000 a man to start. But he told us he'd got a bit more, so we got up to 7.
Oh, right. Okay, it's a nice number.
He's told me now he's got 9.5. So
brilliant. Still some cash out there to be put on you, isn't there?
I'll have to play better than that probably.
Yeah.
But
and where's that at? Where they
playing? Race as well.
Where are you playing that at?
Q8 in Wigan.
Q8 in Wigan.
I've heard it's a good venue.
I've never been there, but if it's streamed, well, everybody
Walk
Q8
on
next
music
week.
and everything. I can just about walk around the table.
But no,
Right,
mate, well played tonight, mate.
Cheers,
Have a
mate.
safe journey on.
Thanks
See you
very
later.
much. Cheers,
Sorry,
mate.
drop. Right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed tonight, tune into the next one. And remember to like and share. Big shout out to JC's stream and Steve's stream. Steve behind the scenes. Don't get a lot of a shout out, but he's done really well tonight. And thanks to everybody. Obviously, if you need a match streaming, it's Extreme Q Sport TV. Get in touch with Jace or Steve via Facebook. They do a really good job. Really competitive prices. So yeah, if you need to get in touch by Facebook. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Have a good night. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.